Okay, last week's speed run. Y'all ran into the Necromancer's lair. You ran into the Necromancer lady. She was super nice. You freed her from some chains. You ran out, found Lord Soth, got into a tussle with him. Ended up fighting. There was a lot of back and forth. It was a pretty even fight. Lord Soth overestimated his own power and underestimated yours. Ended up being defeated. You guys found a loot room, which was pretty cool. There was also one more thing in that room, which I didn't mention, but I'll declare it today.
That was that we were saying.
Yep. I posted all the items in the chat, so you're welcome to pull that up and review it.
I'll take the dragon lance if no one else wants it.
No. Very pointy.
I do have a lot of weapons though, so if one of you wants maybe the Buster Sword, you're welcome to have it.
What chat was it in?
Probably the general chat. Might need to scroll up that.
I can wield the dragon lance while mounted with one hand.
Yeah, that's why you should do that.
Also, in addition to the magical items that you found, there is also
Mirror of Reflected Paths.
a dark pillar that seems to be emanating an ominous presence.
A what?
A dark pillar, about 10 feet high, about 2 feet across.
Like the one we found way at the beginning?
It is. Love you, Iris.
Alright, I'll touch it.
You're going to touch the pillar?
Yep.
Alright. The voice is going to pop up in your head. And what would the voice say?
Please hang up and try it right here.
It would say...
For you about your cars.
About time. It's going to be different for each person, so bear with me here. Also, I'm going to turn off the speaker. It'll say, I can grant you your heart's desire. I can give you the power to destroy your sworn enemies. However, you must make a bargain.
What bargain?
You might hand me a Pepsi. Considering the fact it may be secret, I will message that to you in the chat. Okay. Later.
So this is a pillar.
Yep.
10-foot tall pillar.
It's similar to the one that you guys have very first encountered in the Hadlin. Yeah. Monolith pillar.
Pretty sure we encountered another one in the Underdark.
Oh, yeah.
That,
Well, that was the size of the mountain.
thanks to our didn't she accept the deal?
I don't know. She chatted with it. I don't know what she was saying.
Well, I will attune to the dragon lance.
It's very pointy. There was also a really neato helm, and there was also a neat mirror.
Mm-hmm.
you guys don't have to take those if you don't want.
Well, someone will definitely want to take it. At the very least, to sell.
Here, I pull it up real quick.
Reflected paths.
It bamboozles. That's what it does.
Bazinga. Oh, too far. There we go. Okay.
This mirror design allows those who stare into it to reflect on positive memories. The 3-foot tall mirror weighs 25 pounds and has AC 11, 10 hit points. Vulnerability to bludgeoning damage. It shatters and is destroyed if reduced to 0 hit points. More like a
While holding the mirror upright, you can use an action to speak its command word and activate it. When activated, it hovers in midair, can be destroyed, but not moved. It remains activated unless you use an action to speak the command word again, and your attunement to the mirror ends. At which point, the mirror harmlessly floats to the ground. Once the mirror has been deactivated, it can't be activated again until the next dawn. If a non-construct creature other than you sees its reflection in the activated mirror while within 30 feet of it, that creature must succeed a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or become paralyzed until the mirror is deactivated, or until the creature can no longer see the mirror. A creature paralyzed by the mirror can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on success. If it doesn't save within an hour, let's see. If the creature saving throw is successful or effect ends for it, the creature is immune to this mirror's effect for the next 24 hours. While paralyzed, it sees events from its past reflected in the glass. These aren't real, but idealized versions of the occurrences.
Problem is that is against all creatures within a certain distance. So if we took it, in order to use it, we'd have to pull it out before a dungeon and all overcome its effects.
It's really good for setting traps.
I was going to say, once you've overcome the effects, you're immune for 24 hours.
24 hours, yeah.
So yeah, if each of us every morning would overcome the effects, then we could use it viably in a fight.
Yeah, it's only if you see the reflection, so, I mean, you could put something over it, for example.
Because me and now we just close our eyes.
Or you just close your eyes. There's ways of using it. And then there's also a magical helm, which essentially, if you activate it, gives you control of a flying city. For example, full Phanthar would be a good example of that. Also, the floating tower, which you guys sent into space, would be another good example of that. Good thing to hold on to, but not super useful at the moment.
Well,
I don't want to touch them.
Does it work on any flying city?
There's rules for how it works, but yeah.
Well, if no one else wants it, I'll take it. You never know.
it's all yours.
Oh yeah. So that's what you find there.
Well, there's an armor piece probably here.
Let's check the room that Soft came from.
Oh yeah, well isn't that where
Yeah,
all
that is
these
the
items were?
He goes in there. You can kind of think about it for a minute, and you think that he went in there and goes in there often to stare into the mirror and reflect upon his past. And brood.
Attuned to it.
Well, we just broke his attunement.
Yeah,
I was like, he wasn't. He
I was-
stared at it.
I was a
It's
little worried
fine.
we were going to find crayon drawings of Krishna in there. There's no like bunny costume in there, right?
Not that you see.
Okay. I was a little worried that's what we were going to find. That he had something and be like, oh Krishna, no, not me.
Are there any windows outside from there?
No, this is more of a secure room.
Well, we should go talk to the necromancer to see if she knows where the armor piece is. Because Erheim knows where all, or knew where all the armor pieces were at one point. And one of them was here.
Would I have, when I had asked my question, would I have gotten any more detail than just?
It mostly gave you a pretty close coordinates. You know that it's nearby in the radius of a few miles.
So it could be buried. So let's go ask the necromancer, see how she's doing.
Okay.
Do you have a tractor down here?
There's a base over here, but not upstairs here. So yeah, you guys wander back into the woman's lair, and yeah, she's just sitting there, kind of rubbing her wrists. She's been chained up for a while.
The deed is done.
Thank you.
Sloth is slop.
That guy was a real piece of work, wasn't he? He had me imprisoned in here for weeks. He kept demanding that I create new undead for his army, which he was going to use to take over the world.
Is that where he was getting those zombies?
Yeah. Well, he rounded up all of the evil ones that have been wandering around lately. Which, I mean, that's a good thing because they're just kind of wandering around causing chaos. But, yeah, he kept demanding more and more. He kept bringing in fresh bodies for me to bring back.
How much control do you have over your undead?
Oh, I don't have any control.
None.
None.
So why do you do it?
Well, I swear I'm this close to figuring out how to bring someone back to true life.
So they're just science experiments.
Yeah.
That's valid.
I'm trying to bring my daughter back. She died at the tender age of 16.
Roy Soth was
I would
writing.
love to get a perception check to see if she's got an armor piece on her.
She was.
She has an armor piece. What is she using?
Just the chainmail bikini.
Yeah, what's up with that? Not great. 9.
You don't see one on her.
Oh no, not 9. 12!
Oh, yeah. I mean, she could be hiding something in her laces.
Lord Soth was writing an enormous undead dragon. Was that also your handiwork?
Yes, yes. The dragon was actually the dragon that I could work with. The soul of that thing was still present, but ancient and corrupted. It was more of an automaton than an actual being. I used it to get corpses.
Oh.
Get or make.
Yeah. They were already dead. I promise. I haven't killed anybody.
Inside check. Oh yeah, that's 23.
She hasn't killed anyone directly. But there's a little bit of guilt in those eyes.
So we're. Oh, sorry.
Is there some tissue?
Yeah, there's paper towels. Next best thing.
Wait, you said that there were evil zombies and evil undead that you created?
Yeah.
And you had no control over them?
That's right. You see, my ability, as far as I can tell, what it does is it allows the soul to enter back into the body. And for those who have been, there is a correlation. It seems to me, those who are more recently deceased, their souls are able to come back, and it's the same soul that inhabited the body previously. So a lot of the people down in that makeshift city are just simple townsfolk, people who are living their lives down south. However, I discovered that, and again, there's some correlation here between length of time being dead. But it seems that the older, this isn't always the case, but a lot of times the older corpses, when I try to bring them back, it's not the same soul that enters. It's something more evil.
So that way you don't want to attempt it with your daughter?
Yes, I'm afraid.
How long ago did your daughter die?
It would have been 288 years ago.
That's a lot.
Long time.
Consumption took her.
Consumption?
Yes. She was consumed.
That's what they
By
call it.
tuberculosis.
That's what they call cancer back in the days.
She was consumed. How did you get her body back from whatever consumed her?
You're supposed to roleplay with the time period, brah.
Would I know what
It's
consumption
called tuberculosis. Highly contagious disease that affects the lungs.
AKA consumption.
Exactly.
I suppose I can understand that. One or two larvae consuming me.
Sure.
Ew.
I don't suppose you have a single armor piece that looks odd and grants you powers that anyone.
I don't see anything like that.
Okay. Gonna check Charlemagne for it. Oh, nice. So that would be 25 total.
No, she just has on like a white wispy dress. That's about all she has.
What about potion seller?
What about it?
Potion seller's not here.
You guys have 3 of the potions. You should try them.
Would a potion of resurrection? If you could concoct something that powerful.
Perhaps.
Be too powerful for her.
And there's the Eugene we all know and love.
He did say that in payment for the magical items you created to him and the mission, that he would make you a potion.
Well, we could ask him.
Yeah, well, or find the Quattle.
Or we can put her in therapy.
Difference is we know where the potion seller is.
True. Okay.
No,
Well,
no,
being
no,
that
no.
there's no armor piece here, and none of your zombie friends down in Teasdale seems to be running around with inordinate power, then I assume it's buried? Okay, don't know.
Well, we could explore the rest of this lair.
Well, this is her house. If it was here, she'd know, right?
Oh yeah. I built this place with the help of a few undead.
So you do have control.
They were friends. Do you have control over these people?
Yes.
No, he does not.
Vexlar looks at you with the stupidest look on his face.
Not as much as I'd like.
Zero. He has zero control over
Okay.
particularly me.
Negative 200.
-2 over there.
Mm.
with him. Okay, well then, I guess we'll go back to Teasdale. Deaddale. Tees.
Okay.
Unless anyone else.
Thanks for helping me with that.
Now, hold on. We expect something in return. We just put our lives on the line here to help clear your house of its vermin.
You can have the stuff that was in the treasure room.
The what and the who now?
And the general sense of accomplishment and feeling of a job well done.
Nah.
Weren't we supposed to actually take care of her for somebody?
Well,
We
Death
are.
himself asked us to take care of her. And
Who?
Death himself asked us to take care of the necromancer.
Death himself asked you to kill the necromancer. And then also Charmaine, the daughter, asked you to take care of the necromancer as well.
So why aren't we taking care of the
But not
necromancer?
kill the necromancer, just stop her doing
Exactly.
what she's been doing.
The goal here is for her to no longer raise the dead.
Okay, so therapy.
Sure.
Was therapy.
I'm sure there, well, I imagine therapy, the elder brain has quite the extensive and
We need to
complete
just convince
knowledge.
her to let her daughter go.
I'm picturing an elder
What?
therapist now.
Exactly.
Come here.
That's funny.
It's easy because they all can share their thoughts.
What?
Exactly.
I like the idea of trying to bring Charmaine back. She could be a very good ally for us.
Or perhaps Charmaine doesn't want to come back because she's an angel now.
Do you have any conjuration spells? Like summon celestial?
Summon flavor ally is the spell he's going for.
Where I'll leave my phone.
Let's see.
Charmaine is a pretty high level celestial. But still a flavor ally.
Divination.
It would be conjuration.
You get them sort of sorted by school.
Summon celestial is a 5th level spell.
So, are you going to keep trying to raise Charmaine?
Have you spoken with her?
No.
How do you know she wants to be returned to her body?
She died at the tender age of 16. I mean, she has so much life left to live.
Well, what if she's happy on the other side?
Actually, she doesn't have any life left to live. She's dead.
Well, if you want to rain on her parade, yes. Well, technically true.
No, I mean, if I knew of an assurity that she didn't want to come back, then I suppose I would be willing to stop.
What did you guys see?
What are potion sellers' potions? What are they? Happy birthday.
That's the only one I remember.
P.S. Happy Birthday, Ultimate Love Potion, and Interdimensional Breakage.
Ultimate love potion. Forget your worries.
I think that
We were in the city of Church, and they had a summoning festival where they tried to summon a devil and a celestial to fight each other for sport, but they accidentally summoned a super strong demon and a bunch of extra demons that went rampant.
Can I
in
get
crowd.
the dimensional one, please?
Anyway, the celestial was
hold on.
Charmaine.
I think I'll pull that up.
And she told you guys to have.
Can I borrow
It was to stop
the
the necromancer.
interdimensional
So if we
breakage
don't
one?
have that, do you think that's going to?
Yeah, I'm going to use my second scroll of
Convince her to
identify to figure out what it
We should
does.
tell her.
Ooh.
Charmaine didn't indicate whether or not she wanted to be revived, but she seemed. I mean,
She asked us to stop her mom.
Without killing her, if possible.
it's true.
That's
Which in a way is
that's pretty good indication she doesn't want to come back.
okay with
I mean, she's in a awesome celestial body, and she's super powerful.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I've written these ones down.
Does anyone know flame shift?
Well, we have a potion of interdimensional breakage.
I'll tell you what it does. Bear with me.
please.
We
We get to know what it does.
Yeah, he's going to use
Cast
an
the identify.
Ah,
It's my last one. Potato. Potato roaming around here.
Yeah, I brought her in here.
Aw.
The kids are outside and I didn't want them stuck in the kennel.
How are you doing? How you doing? Oh, potato, potato.
Oh, I need to stay more organized. Oh, bear with me. I'll find it.
No problem.
Hey, you little wiggle worm.
With the
You little wiggle worm. Sure have to make a wiggle worm.
that could work. We have the body.
Yeah, I don't have your
What is it that you're trying to get?
Would speak with dead work? Or would that even...
Why wouldn't that work? That would work.
I mean, as
She's
long as-
dead. There's
as
the
long as we have
corpse.
the body, we can cast Speak with Dead.
Corpse knows only what it knew in life.
Oh, so yeah, can't
Yeah,
say.
So
Oh, I remember where I wrote it. Oh, hold on.
probably wouldn't be convincing.
I've been writing a bunch. Alright. That's just the stuff I noted. Hey, Tito. 3 potions. One's marked Happy Birthday, Ultimate Love Potion, and Interdimensional Breakage.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh yeah. It allows you to time travel.
Does she have any like?
Time travel?
Yeah.
We're not. No.
To either the future or the past.
And stay there, or do you get to go both ways?
To make a change, a momentary change.
A momentary
That's not
change?
a momentary change.
A few minutes tops.
Does it also change your location?
Your mind expands and travels forward or backwards, seeing both past and future. It allows you to. It basically follows your path through time, so you can kind of like rewind, but also see the bits of the future, and then make a change accordingly.
Along your life.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could travel back in time to the moment we were speaking with the Coatl and ask it for extra feathers.
Well, I wasn't there.
Travel back in time and stop childhood cancer.
Well,
Because
No.
what you did.
You give it to the necromancer, she goes back. Cures consumption? No.
no, because it affects a whole timeline, not just a couple minutes. Like the whole timeline changes.
Yeah,
because
exactly. The
we're
farther,
back,
farther
and then
back,
zombies.
it's just like it makes my head hurt.
Yeah, but a couple extra feathers isn't going to change.
No, I'm not talking about that. I meant stopping her daughter from dying. Sorry.
The goal's not to stop her from dying, it's to bring
Well,
her back.
I can't drink it because it's not along my life.
So not only do you want to use a back in time potion, but you always also want to use that to get feathers and then give her a feather?
Yeah.
Why? Just try and convince her. Shut up. Try and convince her that she needs to just move on from her life. Like, move on with her life.
Go ahead.
I'm like, where's the dog?
Because the kids aren't watching the dog, and I don't want to put her in the kennel. They weren't watching her. Except for peeing and shitting.
Better out there than in here.
All right, Angelica, listen. We met your daughter in the city of Church. She, at this very moment, is a solar in the celestial realm.
Tato.
She lives a life of authority and power.
Oh, no.
And she asked us to tell you to stop.
It's not good to lie to a necromancer.
How am I supposed to know that that's true?
Okay,
I'm not lying.
I'm going to do it.
You're gonna do it?
Please don't. Can't we just find... Hold on a second!
Utility dipping it back.
Hold on a second!
Wait a minute, where are you going to go? You weren't there with the Coatl.
She's going back to before the battle, before Vance went into battle.
So you're wasting two things on her!
He's preventing the shapeshifters from taking the...
I know,
feather.
but then he's going to use the feather on
Okay,
her, so he's
alright.
using two things on... Wait!
Snatch the feather from his hat.
Okay.
No one listens to me.
Alright.
Come back.
Okay.
This is so stupid. Why can't we just find a
Alright.
younger sorcerer
He
or something
disappears
and
for
then...
a second and pops
I
back into
deserve some
place.
chocolate.
You're not even listening.
It's too late. He drank the potion.
She is not that smart. She concluded that this happened in her lifetime. The feather was stolen, was used to steal the side of death. So win.
Is Tato still in here?
Good points.
So we have the feather?
Yeah, he's got the feather in his hand.
Okay, that's two.
Okay, what do we remember and what happens?
Shut the door.
Give me 1 second. I have kind of an idea, but I need to think it through.
I mean,
But then how does that change my question from like forever ago?
Why in the world you
Bear
use a
with me.
time travel potion?
Dude, I thought it was such a cool idea. We're gonna make it happen.
You just opened a can of worms.
And I used it in probably the most responsible way you
Or-
possibly
Or
could.
like a can of
Timeline that we are not
caterpillars.
part of.
What the hell? I'm not dead anymore.
Oh my god.
So you think this bad
This
daring
is
life?
ridiculous. I object.
It's too late. You have to wait and see what Cody says.
Okay, well, let me run through this one. Bear with me here, guys. I've got to load a bit.
Maybe. But he didn't die in the pursuit of the feather.
Killed him.
Oh yeah, well he's the one that gave it to us.
I know it.
I mean, this honestly shouldn't change too much for us. Because what we were planning to do, we did, even though the feather was missing.
Let's do a really quick recap. What happened after the feather was stolen? There was the whole incident with the bank, but what happened after that?
After that, we decided to not pursue it. And we
Hold
went-
on. There's something significant that happened for because she ran into the doppelganger that recognized her, took out, liquefied his brain, found out about Tradewell.
Oh, so now you don't remember it?
I don't know. Do I keep my memories?
Maybe we remember two versions of the. Well, the only one who would remember plausibly would just be the one who took the potion.
It would be just be the one who took the potion.
But that also means that the people that told that the doppelganger told that she was there wouldn't have known she was there. This is the doppelganger wouldn't have told on her. See, she has really high wisdom. And so, like, this sounded like a really good idea.
And Villion implodes.
And we all
Could you toss this for me?
When you think about it, if your feather was gone before the battle.
What happened after
Poor
that?
Nell.
So you guys went north.
We went north.
To Darkwell.
Not immediately. We went to the town where
feather to
everyone.
steal.
Where everyone
Well,
killed
right
each other.
before he goes in,
We went to the town where everyone was killing each
So-
other
No
every
longer
night.
have the hat.
And
so
we
we
got
moved
the
on to the
symbol
bank.
of Carcosa.
Mm-hmm.
Everything we learned about.
Then we went to Darkwell. Did everything in Thulthanthar. If we had had a resurrection feather, I probably wouldn't have accepted it when I died because I was gone.
but she's
Whoa.
bringing it back.
You wouldn't have had it.
Wouldn't have had it anyway.
But it still disappears.
You would have it though.
But he has it. So he stole it from Vance.
She.
So would this be time travel like Avengers or time travel like X-Men Days of Future Past where his consciousness goes back into his own body?
It'd be like the first.
Avengers. So she goes back, steals it right before she goes into the arena.
Okay. Never mind then. Yeah.
As far as I can tell, and then after that you guys go to
everything in
the
Thulthanthar.
tower.
Then we go to the tower.
So this is
The
us,
crooked
the
man.
person that stole the
Crooked man.
feather and used it.
And then-
they no longer are using it because they're not able to steal
Okay,
it.
there's
Which
really
means
only
that
two
has
major
its
changes
life.
that I can think of.
And then we were coming up here to find a site.
We didn't come up here
This
to find
changes
it.
everything, Cody.
No, she's
No,
out
she's
there.
out there on the bottom.
We didn't come up here to find the side.
So
We came up here for
the
next
major
episode.
changes won't really affect how we play today, and so I'm just going to type it into the chat in a little bit more detail.
Yeah, the only major changes I can think of
Do I still have the
is we
top
won't
hat?
have gone to the bank.
Do I still have the top hat?
And
From the bank.
You wouldn't have the top hat. We wouldn't have gone to the bank.
The major change.
Yeah,
We
so,
wouldn't have top hat.
No bank encounter,
Oh my
and then the undead
Look what you've done!
do not
It's a good
stay
idea.
undead.
This
they
is
stay
such
dead.
cow poop!
That's the other major difference.
Well, the only way that would affect us is the one undead that we found in the Crooked Man's dungeon.
Yeah,
He would just be dead.
Those are basically the two major changes I can think of.
So we never ran
Those
into,
are probably
we
good
never
things.
ran into the crooked man?
No, we did.
Okay.
The only thing that changed is that we never went to
You
the
can't
bank.
just undo things that we did.
Sure he can. He just did.
Just did.
But it was a very powerful potion.
Yes.
This is so
Are there
stupid.
side effects?
I object.
I don't know.
He grows a third arm out his back.
I would hope.
So he just vanishes mid-conversation. I'm still talking with Angelica.
Ah.
Yes. I don't think your daughter would want to be brought back to life.
I'm going to go bring her back to life.
Where did you get
What?
that?
Wait!
You can bring her back to life?
Yeah,
Seriously?
Seriously.
Well, that's wonderful.
Only if you stop making dead people.
Oh, I promise. She makes the symbol of a sunburst.
And will you magicify one of my things?
You want me to bring something back from the dead?
Is that all you can do?
She's just
So
an
specialty.
necromancer.
That's my magic ability.
She's not.
I'd like to make her
Did you
aware.
still want slaves?
Okay.
Bring back the brass giant.
In return for cleansing your home, frost giant. Oh, skeleton.
Yeah.
But it'll be undead.
That's okay.
With your goal accomplished, I would ask that you would enter into negotiations with the King of Anvillion.
For what?
Making a treaty of sorts. There's trouble brewing, and a necromancer of your skill could come in handy.
Okay. We'll need to find something new to do.
You guys do realize that if doing this is really not solving a problem. We bring the daughter back to life. Yay.
Yes.
She could die again tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
That's not our problem.
And then she's gonna go back to making dead people again.
But the
Her
kingdom.
daughter would have more recently died, and thus her spirit would come back. More likely.
It's just gonna happen again.
Did you want to kill her?
No, just find her a new daughter and then give her the love potion.
That is the most evil thing I've ever
How
heard.
is that evil?
Okay,
Just
do
find her-
I
no,
need to
I wanna
defrost
finish
her
it.
first?
So what you do is you find another, like, somebody else that lives for a really long time, and then just be like, hey, do you want a new mom? Great, yay. And then have her take the love potion and they're all happy together forever.
So do I need to defrost her
It's,
first?
it's like a refrigerator.
But-
There's like a hinge, and you can pull it open, and she's like,
Another
Okay.
family?
Just going to do that,
Another
'cause
child or
This conversation
younger
has
daughter
completely
that
gone
doesn't
off the
have a
rails.
parent.
I just
That doesn't
changed the
happen.
timeline.
Orphan,
Alright.
Necromancer.
And
Yeah.
hopefully nothing but good things came of it.
yeah,
An
don't
orphan
she?
warlock child.
You crumble the feather on top of her.
It's better than giving her something and then it's
And,
happening again.
I think you're misinterpreting what type of love potion it is. It wouldn't make her a new mom. It would make her a new mommy.
Oh my god.
I don't think you guys.
That
I
was
think you're
good.
underestimating the power of this love potion.
That was good.
Severely.
Not long, but
Like, I only drank this one because I had a pretty good idea of what it did. And while ill-advised, I think it is the best solution
Yeah.
to as avoiding to just killing you. And I imagine you don't want to die.
Finding her new daughter isn't killing her.
It's not a brand.
And if you did, she'd just come back.
Finding a brand new daughter requires you to find a daughter that is currently unowned. I'm sorry. That whole conversation hurts me.
With a
As a
shake and
person.
a shiver, Charmaine, the 16-year-old, opens her eyes, and her mother, crying tears at this point, runs down and kneels down beside her daughter, and she says, "Oh, my beloved Charmaine, I'm so glad to have you back." And yeah, she starts like blubbering at that point. Charmaine looking like really shocked, like as she opens her eyes, she looks around and she's like, and then it takes her a second to kind of recollect her thoughts, and she says, I've seen all of you before.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope they hold your place.
What have you done?
I told her not to.
We did what you asked.
We stopped your mother
Yes, by
by
resurrecting you.
resurrecting you.
She looks down at her body. She looks back to see if she has wings. And she's like, Okay. This is an odd feeling. Okay.
Okay, well, I
Yeah,
think we're done
she
here.
bends down and hugs her mom, and she says, "I've missed you too." They start kind of reminiscing together.
So many artifacts lost.
What? Again,
Excellent. King Dan will be in communication with you soon.
I don't see any. I don't see many. I see some. I still think it was the best option.
Because Death tasked us to stop her.
Stop.
So she's. But you're saying the king would want to use her abilities?
Of course. I mean, imagine an army that's just resurrected over and over again.
But did Death say the raising bodies?
Well,
needs to
let's go
stop?
talk to Death.
Well, someone was just revived. Death, are you here?
I don't think you'll want to talk in front of her. Let's go somewhere else.
Well, I mean, so if they revive them immediately or within like a couple days, their soul comes back, right? So I mean, I think that
He has
maybe
a particular calling card.
maybe that's okay instead of just having aimless zombies just wandering around.
Okay, let's go down into Deaddale.
Well, I guess we'll wait to hear from
Dead
Death.
Dale's good.
I'm sure he'll show up
Is
soon.
Dead Dale still going to be Dead Dale?
Yes, I did not go that far into the past.
Okay.
It was just like 2 weeks ago.
So this didn't affect the scythe at all or any of that?
Well, I was hoping it might affect the size.
That's what I'm
Has it
saying.
only
We may
been
get
2
there, it
weeks
may
since
not
we
be
lost
Dead
the
Dale
feather?
anymore. It may not be Dead Dale if the scythe is gone. Or is back to where it
No,
was.
they were.
It was Dead Deal before Death lost his
Oh,
sight.
okay.
Has it only been 2 weeks since we lost the feather?
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
Gosh dang it! It seems like forever.
Yeah,
Well,
but,
we've
but
been doing a lot.
eliminating the whole bank sequence means that Death might not have lost his sight. Of course, the only one that would know that is you.
Well,
And the only one that can confirm that is Death. So we'll just have to wait.
so walking back to Deaddale, looking around, and saying, "Hey, Death,
All the
you
people-
got a minute?"
All the people look at you a little funny.
Yeah, well, you guys want him here too. Shut up. No Death?
As far as you can tell.
Well, they're dead.
Stab. There he is. Now he's gotta come.
Don't do that.
I'm not. I don't have a knife. All I got is a stick.
Oh,
Stick.
power.
Hey.
Well, I'm going to assume that Death is pleased with what has happened.
Am I the only one who's really hot in here?
No, it's
Yes.
kind of warm.
You mind opening up that window? Emily, is the heater on?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, I'm comfortable, but I definitely understand it's 10 degrees warmer for
Yeah,
the DM
seriously.
than for its player.
Yes. Yeah. One of the people.
Where's
one
the
of,
mayor?
one of the citizens comes over to you and he's like, "Do you need some help?"
Yes. Is the mayor around?
Yeah. Come with me. Okay. Drag you off to the city hall, where you meet. What did I name him? Hold on. No, it was.
He's very conceited.
Leave the city out
Yeah.
himself.
Deaddale.
That's terrible. That's a terrible.
Leobert Davenstein.
Okay.
Did
Real.
we ask a price of the mayor if we were to drive off Soth and his dragon?
No.
Dang it.
Crack it.
It's the reward of a job well done. I don't know why you're not satisfied with
Why
that.
are you guys going around doing jobs that I can pay for?
Gosh dang it, it's gotta demand payment.
Well,
There's
Mr.
like 3
Stein,
people who would have paid you for this.
we're pretty much done here. And so we were wondering if you happen to see a piece of very super magical armor hanging around.
No, if we had something like that, we would have used it against the hordes of the evil and dead.
Well, we dealt with that horde. Would you mind giving us a place to sleep?
Oh yeah, sure. You're always welcome to stay here.
Your house?
Sure.
Your bed?
That's
calm
a bit too
down.
far. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean I don't need a bed, so that's fine.
Yes, that's true.
That wouldn't be expensive.
For that matter, neither do I.
Then why are you asking for one?
See if you would say yes.
Okay. Well,
You want
yes.
to borrow your stable?
Actually, yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, let's go take a nap.
You're going to do a long rest?
I hope so.
Me too.
I was at 1 HP.
I was at 5.
And those 5 are the 5 that I gave you.
Exactly.
And that's when Lord Soth shows up.
No.
Yeah, and
No.
that's
The feather actually landed on him and not the...
Oh!
Yeah, did
An alive Lord Soth?
Let's not
he'd
go
probably
there.
be easier to deal with.
He would be strong, but yeah, he wouldn't be a death knight. He'd just be a normal knight.
Yeah. Alive knight? Does anything attack us while we sleep? Or corpse?
No random baseball coming through the area.
No.
Okay.
No.
Random baseball.
Baseball or Oregon. Or
Is there a blacksmith in this town?
anthropomorphic
There's a great
cabbage.
number of artisans because the people are dead. They don't really have much to do except for like create art. And so yeah, there's some really skilled metal workers.
Would they have adamantine to use?
Adamantine?
Yeah, like a
Someone's
Wrapped
getting
in a
it.
staff.
Oh.
Someone doesn't want to be crit.
No, or somebody wants to do nothing but grits.
Adamantine prevention.
I would say no.
As armor.
Adamantine is
It's
a very
only grits.
hard
If
thing
it's
to
not a weapon.
get your hands on.
I just thought I'd check.
Created through the most
Against
powerful
creatures?
of magics.
Yes.
I thought it was only against constructs and objects.
No, pretty sure. But I will double check.
There is someone who can craft adamantine weapons in this campaign. Good luck finding them,
Alright, sorry.
though. Actually, now I think about it, there's two.
It was me all along.
I'll just ask potion seller for a potion that can convert anything into adamantine.
If only.
He could make one. Might be too strong, though.
Well, I gotta say props to you, Eugene. Very creative use of that potion. I was gonna ask potion seller to make 2 resurrection potions, test one on me, and then use the other on the.
Well, now you can just get whatever one and drink it yourself.
No, I don't have a purpose to do that.
Why not? If you enjoy,
Smelling? Yes.
yes,
I don't want to be
All that.
alive. I want vengeance.
There's a couple of other potions you can try.
you can vengeance for more than a year if you get resurrected.
I'll consider it if we're approaching the year mark and I haven't exacted vengeance.
Well, I'm saying, do you think that your vengeance will be quenched after a year or less? Or do you think, you know what, I will, even if I complete my immediate goals, I will want more vengeance for like 5 years or more?
We went back to Deaddale, right?
5 years. I don't think I've ever thought 5 years in advance.
Figure out how I screwed things up earlier.
It's just like there's always vengeance to be had.
Tweak it.
It's true.
Didn't quite.
There's a way of life.
Well, just remember with rogues,
But,
Dex is
Not today.
That's what
I've
I
had
was looking at.
quite a successful fulfillment of a vengeance quest. I think we should take today to relax.
The town is beautiful. There are like statues and like some of the best artwork you've ever seen. Like
Art, statues, give me some carnal entertainment. Surely there's a festival around.
Carnal and entertainment. Again, something you can't
Are you saying
enjoy
that out
as an
loud?
undead.
Yes.
the mayor's like, oh yeah, that reminds me. He hands you.
There are certain activities that do require blood flow.
Yes. Bloodletting, for example.
Yes.
These started showing up all around the city about the same time Lord Soth did.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh.
It's a little worried.
Welcome to the carnival.
Here we go. Adamantine weapons.
And a few days after that, there was indeed a carnival that showed up overnight.
Where?
He points.
Xanthar's read everything. Says many weapons and ammunition made of or coated with adamantine are unusually effective when used to break objects. Whenever an adamantine weapon or piece of ammunition hits an object, the hit is a critical hit.
That's an object.
Object, not creature.
Yeah.
Most vorpal
There is
weapons.
a difference.
Most vorpal weapons are made out of adamantine, and they have special things that happen. But otherwise, in my campaign, it usually just means that they're unbreakable.
And that's the crux. It's your campaign.
Yes, exactly. You get what you want.
Because they're unbreakable.
But in regular rules, they crit objects.
That's fine by me. It makes sense. But yeah, he points, and yeah, sure enough, about like a mile out of town, there's what appears to be a smaller ball of fog. And you can see there's like a few undead, like a line of undead, standing at what looks like a ticket booth.
Wait, Mr. Mayor, when did this fog cloud show up?
So the bigger fog cloud showed up right as Lord Soth did.
And it's still there?
It's starting to dissipate. It hasn't quite gone yet, but it is definitely weakening.
Good enough for me.
But there is a smaller fog surrounding the circus. You can kind of see the outline of a few tents and things. But
Well, shall we take a day and have some fun while we wait for the fog to dissipate?
Well, we're also supposed to do something here, right? Lombardi Boharo.
Lombardi Bongero.
Yes, that guy.
And
just wanna look
It
around
doesn't
for him.
say it on the thing, but it does say Lombardi Bongero's Carnival.
All right. While we're here,
While we are here, let us play.
unless people want to go to Tradewell,
Wait,
What's Tradewell?
yeah, why do we want to go to a place
it's a delightful city down south.
Is the
We're talking about,
just around the carnival area now and not us anymore, or
It's still all around the city, but it's dissipating slowly.
was it something that we could potentially go get out?
yes, we could just leave if you want and go to
We're in
Tradewell.
Midvale, there was the carnival was further east. What was and then the Necromancer Tower was what was north, right?
Yes,
Those are the only three places.
yes, here in the expanse.
Yeah.
Carnival sounds fun.
Alright.
So
Play the carnival.
Bonhero is there.
Maybe it gave a chance.
I've been waiting so long for this.
And we changed our minds.
We changed our minds, we're leaving.
No. We just got rid of the Necromancer of the North.
There's other things you can do.
And
If you don't
there's-
want to go, you don't
there's-
have to.
Well, the fog's still up, so
Boharo
we can't go.
Boharo is here. We knock these things out and then go to Tradewell.
Sounds good.
I would have said we'd leave if the fog weren't there, but if the fog's still up, right, we have time to kill. So it fully dissipates.
How much to get in?
People are dying together.
Oh boy.
Sir, you need to change professions. That's the joke
I
you
would
made
say
when I worked
that's-
at Mortuary.
I would say that's hilarious.
Hold on, I got. There's a lot of different moving pieces with this one, so let me pull them up. Bear with me here.
Oh, well.
Like a carousel and a Ferris wheel. And moving parts.
Excuse me.
Playing.
Did you tell her not to turn the light off? Did you say please? What's in here?
We have butter popcorn. And then we have some of that smart calorie smart popcorn. Butter popcorn. I know it's
Actually, turn the light off after it. Please not turn it off because it scares you, okay? Just let her know, okay? I'll probably have all of these around Christmas time. So
They're really good. Like, I usually don't like sugar, but these are really good. Anyone else want some?
A cookie?
sugar cookie.
Oh, I ate too much already.
I mean, it's only got like a couple cups of sugar and 4 scoops of butter.
Speaking of sugar, Halloween, Jessica and Kristen brought a big bowl of candy. And when they went looking, I put a bunch of candy inside the abdominal cavity of one of the dummies. So Jessica opened it up and was like, I think I found the problem.
Yeah, so we did the Get the Scoop back in September. We took that dummy with us and put it on the table, and we had candy to hand out as kind of a little treat, and we filled the abdominal cavity with candy.
Can you get me that?
That would definitely
Pepsi
cause
there?
that problem.
Or what?
The mango Pepsi?
Aaliyah scared the crap out of Jessica. She was late to class. No one knew where she was. We went into the lab.
Where did Emily go?
Aaliyah was laying
Oh,
on
were
the
you guys
table
waiting for me?
wearing the dummy's wig.
Oh.
And no one
Sorry.
realized until Jessica walked up to the dummy.
Well, the pregnant woman gets what the pregnant woman wants.
Good. I will
Yeah,
have to
the
remember
husband
that.
usually
I-
takes
Jessica, she wondered why the dummy was like off to the side. So she went to check on the one on the table and it was Aaliyah.
Okay,
That's
so
good. That is
price to
good.
get in?
Okay.
I believe Dead Dale should pay our price of admission.
You stand in line behind a bunch of zombies in various stages of decomposition.
Birdie's not really.
Think of the vengeance you got by killing Soth. So many people were like, man, I really wish somebody would enact vengeance on our behalf towards this Soth character.
It was satisfying.
Yeah, see? There you go.
But yes, so the ticket booth is right. Where did I put the ticket
Right
booth?
above us.
Right here. So you guys stand in line for a while. Eventually, all the dead shuffle through, and yeah, you arrive at the ticket booth, where there you find a man.
He's not a goblin with an ear horn.
My compact.
Just a man. Welcome to the carnival. I see that we have a group of living amongst the undead. Usually it's the other way around.
Wrong.
Oh, I didn't see you back there. It's hard to tell with all the armor.
That's a natural.
I
I think he's the most honest man ever.
Oh, you're wait.
I was looking for the same thing she's always looking for.
Oh.
This guy is as far from that as possible.
It's weird. This guy is really hard to get a read on it.
Not just that, like, we grow up. I think we had. Do you happen to be Kalistar by chance?
He looks at you for a second and he says, "You do look familiar to me."
Do you come from Adar?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh. Looks like you could. You should come by.
I'll consider
I
that.
wanna see
Yes.
if you just sneak past them.
If only I remembered, then I might be able to say yes, but I have no idea.
Well, it's on Eberron in the continent of Sarlona. Right next to the Rydran Unity. Avoid the Rydran Unity if possible.
Is there a domain of dread there?
Stop eating my cookies.
Maybe?
The place sounds familiar. I swear we could have visited it at one point.
I rolled a 25 on
No
stealth
idea.
to just walk past him.
Oh, excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
Wow,
You
25?
with a 25?
Well, there's also, unbeknownst to you, a small child, a little girl, who was paying attention And
Very close.
Yeah,
attention.
I was gonna say with the 25.
I know.
well, here, I'll roll. How's that?
Like,
If
I'd have to roll.
If a necromancer can bring somebody back to
You know
life,
what?
can they give them eternal?
Just for funsies, I'll say you make it in.
I'm really just gonna be walking past.
Undeath
so I'm
is
just standing
eternal
a little
undeath.
ways inside. I'm not like going too far.
Okay, so you just
Oh
okay.
no, like
So like we're
Yeah.
here going in. I'm now back
somebody who's
behind
alive.
them, like watching from the inside.
You sneak into the carnival.
Hence the necro
Kind of puts
part
together
of
crowd,
the
I'm
necromancy.
assuming, of people.
Undead.
Kind of people.
But since I introduced the little girl, you will see a little girl kind of pop her head out from behind. Yeah, she's a very small, diminutive girl. She is very stony-faced and just kind of stares up at all of you. Yes, where was I? Excuse me, I get caught up on the personal things.
Yeah, I do. Sorry. Do come by in the future if I ever get home.
I will have to talk with the children about that. Sounds like a very interesting place.
Yeah, my mom, Korashana. If you swing by a dar, look for her.
Well, it would have to be within a domain of dread. I don't know if they have one there, but if they do,
No.
that's where you'll find us.
Unless the Unmaker is a domain of dread, but people go in and out of there all the time.
Do they? Wait a minute.
Yes.
Are we in a domain of dread?
Yes. Did you not notice the fog clouds? Were you able to get out once you came in? Was there an evil dread lord ruling over the land?
we haven't noticed.
Oh, what is your name by chance?
My name is Tyndall.
Oh, was really worried for a second that your name was Bonhero.
Oh, Lombardi. Yeah, he is the assistant. He basically is the one who runs the place.
Oh,
But he's
Not
the
you.
assistant.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's two co-owners. There's Isolde, and then there's Lombardi.
Hold on. The man we're looking for is not even head honcho.
Well,
What do you-
there's
what do you
two heads
recommend?
on this honcho, so.
who is this guy? What's his name?
Lombardi,
No,
Bonjero.
this guy.
Oh, Tyndall. And so, just a out-of-game precursor. I've designed the entire carnival to be almost like a murder mystery. So pay attention to clues. It's going to be almost entirely roleplay. We've had two sessions of straight combat, so I figured it's time for some roleplay.
I want more bloodlust.
It might turn into bloodlust. yeah, there's a good chance of it.
I take something, whack him over the head with it.
Okay, so
Me?
Yeah.
who is the head honcho over Lombardi?
So, the owner of the carnival is Isolde.
Who?
Isolde. She's an Eladrin.
No.
We'll switch it back to the carnival picture.
Oh, yes.
That way I know if I'm wandering off when I'm wandering. There's some things I can wander to.
Another drink.
No.
Dr. Pepper.
So, Mr. Tyndall, is there a chance we can meet Lombardi?
Really.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a good chance you can meet him. He usually stays pretty busy. However, I do know that at tonight's big show at the Big Top, he will be putting on a performance. So you can see
he's
him
a
live.
performer?
Oh, we all perform here.
What do you do?
Haha, it's funny you should ask. I do magic tricks.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
He pulls out a deck of cards and says, pick one.
She eagerly picks one. Okay.
I'm gonna be watching to see if I can spot a trick.
She is not watching her. He's the most honest man who's ever come.
All right, what is on the card?
5 of spades.
All right. Takes it back. I will now guess what was on your card.
Oh, jeez.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm walking away.
It was a heart. 9 of hearts.
No.
He flips it around and it's a 9 of hearts.
Oh, that's pretty good. I was obviously mistaken.
Yes, yes.
That was very delightful.
Yes, magic.
Let's see. Well, I have noticed the secret.
Roll the 1 on an insight check.
Roll perception.
Yeah. 6.
Yeah, no, it seems to be genuine magic.
She has a passive perception of 17. She probably could have just seen it if you just had any incline.
Yeah, I rolled. I don't know if I wandered off when I finished.
Wait, is that a Paragon I see back there?
Yes, we found her in a hat.
Rude.
Found out that is
You found her in a hat?
No. You
Because
found me on a beach.
he pulls out an absolutely beautiful black top hat. And he says, "My lady,
No home for you.
excuse me, sir. This is a gift for the fine rabbit folk here.
Thank you.
It will offer you special protection if you keep it on at all times within the circus."
Does it have ear holes?
It does?
Yes. She's so happy.
I love a good remark.
Well, enough with the niceties. It is a pleasure to make all of your acquaintances. However, I'm assuming you're not here for idle chit-chat, but to behold
You're
the
incredibly
wonders.
interesting to talk to, so I could do that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But if you desire to scintillate the senses and taste the traumatic, then I will give
Roll
you
the 1
tickets,
on that insight check.
and you may enter for just a small fee of 25 gold pieces
20.
Each?
each.
I'm just kind of walking around inside. That's why I keep moving my piece. Just like looking around and stuff in the crowd.
25 each?
25 each.
Okay, 1,
Would you
2,
accept
3,
it?
4. 1, 2, 3.
You know, I'm not with you anymore.
Wait, what are we paying
I'm-
25 each for?
Admittance.
You're not. I'm paying for everyone, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Voyage.
Pays for me to know I'm
Do you
not
swallow
that.
swords?
I'm already in there.
There.
Are you
175.
paying for him?
Yes.
Oh,
Tinkle. Tinder.
Tyndall.
Tyndall.
At your service.
Do you swallow swords?
Tinkle? Tinkle?
No, but he slowly does. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, don't.
It's just like, I'm so dying to see the parallels between this one and the one in Van Richten's guide.
Very good. I look forward to seeing that.
All right. Just a couple of preliminary things before you enter. Please do not harm any of the Carney workers. Many of them are probably much better at harming you back. Secondly, if you do harm one of the Carney workers, all of us will want to join in taking our fair cut.
That's fair.
We are like a family here. We love one another, and we take care of each other.
You would want vengeance. He's all about that.
Yes, vengeance, exactly.
If we hurt them, vengeance will be taken out upon
Exactly.
us.
A personal recommendation, I do recommend that you visit Celesta. Celeste? I gotta get the name correct. Give me a second.
Silencio.
Silencio.
Celenza.
Mexican mime.
Celesta.
Celeste.
Personally recommend Celesta. She's absolutely beautiful. One of the best performers I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure that she's the love of my life.
Does she know that?
I'm not saying you should. I'm not saying you could. But if you would, somehow pass along my feelings for her and try to promote me. Let's just say I might be able to arrange a little bit of a refund.
How about more of a refund if we can have her fall in love with you?
Oh, If you do that,
I was responsible.
Oh.
Use the potion.
I don't know what I can even offer for such a thing.
Everyone suddenly has problems with drinking a potion.
Guys,
I
think of
use
things he can offer.
How about this? If you do that, I will allow free admission for the rest of forever.
Yeah, but
However,
the chance we're actually gonna see him again.
pretty low.
Exactly.
Do you frequent Domains of Dread often?
No.
Okay.
So we're not gonna see him.
We'll see what we can do.
All right.
Carnival.
One more thing. In order to go through the carnival, you need to have your token. If you lose your token, very bad things will happen. Trust me on that. And yeah, he's gonna start. He has the little girl pass out tokens.
Perception, you notice that they're being handed out stuff. And I was like,
The little girl begins passing out the things, and she wanders up to each one of you and looks up at you with a deadpan face, and offers you round nose or carnival flag.
Carnival flag.
Carnival flag.
I thought you said carnival nose for some reason. Combined the two of those.
I can make it happen. Just give me a carnival nose and a clown flag.
Flag, please.
Carnival flag and a clown nose.
I rolled a high perception
Um,
and did not sneak back.
You paid for two. Are you gonna take another one?
Put a clown nose on the guy you paid for.
No, I'll take another flag.
He's gonna need a clown nose.
Look.
There you go.
Everyone get one?
Did you get?
Fine.
Look at my flag.
There you
I'll
go, funny lady. What? Ah, perfect.
And what is your name, little girl?
Ah. Ah.
Stand there in the back behind everybody looking like
Down stuff.
She looks up at you and says, "My name's Miranda." And she looks a little closer. Ah!
What the fuck?
And she just runs off into the circus.
He's dead. See, another benefit of not being dead.
Everyone here is dead.
Why would she
Uh,
be afraid of?
Tyndall, at the point, he's like, "Oh, my apologies about that." You see, her family was devoured by zombies right in front of her. Very traumatic.
And now she works in a carnival that services undead.
Yeah. There was nobody who wanted to take care of her, so I took her under my wing. I don't know if she's going to be better anytime soon.
Well, how long have you had her?
Oh, a couple weeks. The last place we went to, it was a bit of a mess.
That's okay. Carnival's our perfect place for unwanted children.
It was an entire kingdom of undead, not unlike this one, ruled over by a lich.
Lich, huh?
Yes, a lich king. Oh, what was his name? Something Rex. Oh, what was it? Starts with an A. We go to so many places. Azalus Rex? No, that wasn't it.
So, who is it that he wants us to tell that he's in love with?
The beautiful lady.
What's her name?
Celeste?
Hold on. Celeste. Something. Yes.
I'll pull it up. Silessa. Silessa.
Marceline, what did you want to show us?
Are you guys leaving?
Yes.
As you're running, he says, "Don't lose your tokens, no matter what."
How big is the carnival
So easily lost.
One in my
Trying to
pocket,
say what
other
token?
one pinned in there. That's what we're doing.
I asked him, wait, what tokens?
For those who paid. You'll be fine. Won't be a problem, I'm sure.
He didn't sound too happy.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
gonna walk
it-
up- I'm
because
gonna
he-
walk up
that
to him
means he
and say
doesn't get
that
his
I
money.
didn't get one yet. And just say if my that's not high perception.
Oh, I didn't mention this, but the little girl, she had solid silver eyes that were faintly luminescent. They shed a bit of light from her eyes. I forgot to mention
Okay.
that.
If that's the way it is, insight check. 9.
Yeah, you note it as being a little odd.
But not Kalishtar. Okay. So
Our sneaky guy wanted to buy it.
Masulin wants to.
Did you want to go buy a token?
I was gonna try to tell him that I lost it. And my persuasion was 16.
He looks you up and down. I don't remember you coming in here.
Came in quickly.
Are you wanting to buy a ticket?
Suppose how much?
25 gold pieces.
Is this a one-time enter thing? Or is it just
Yep.
for the day?
1 day entry. Trust me, you do not want to stay longer
Day for
than that. Alright. You want a. Where did my tokens go?
Wait,
Ah, they're behind you. You can pick one.
do I need a token for my horse?
Do you want to get your horse back? When you leave this place.
I'm gonna dismiss Bucephalus. Have a good day.
Is that where you sent him?
That's where he's from.
Oh. I would have paid passage. Does he like hell?
Yeah.
Oh.
And Blood Orange is there.
No, that would be the shadow stuff.
What do they have in the Nine Hells? Just not blood orange, it's
Fire.
just blood.
Okay, this is out of game knowledge.
Plenty of intesticles.
Out of game knowledge. The only thing they have to eat in hell is
Each other.
is flesh.
Oh, come on. They've got eggs from an abyssal chicken.
And there are a few native species, such as this horse, and abyssal chickens, and hellhounds.
I'm sure he'll have a good time.
And oozes.
Speaking of a good time, let's have one.
Yes, welcome to the carnival, indeed. Let's see, what do you run into first? Let me see if there's anything that pops up.
I'm going to be wandering over towards the lockbox.
Is there a carousel? I want to ride a horse.
Wishana would like to see Martin ride a horse.
Hold on. Let's see. There we go. The first thing that you run into as soon as you go through the ticket booth is you'll notice there's a pair of brothers juggling knives across from each other. Their faces are painted with skulls. And yeah, they're juggling knives and very good at it.
How many knives?
There's like 20 knives flying through the air. It's really impressive. And one of them notices you and he says, "Hey, run underneath the arch real quick. It'll be fun." Okay.
You know, when Martin lets loose, he really lets loose.
Hey, there's one made it all the way through. Didn't get cut once.
Did I not get cut?
Nope.
So you point out one of your other cuts you have on your.
Come on, any other takers? I promise it'll be safe.
I'll run through.
You went through. You make it safely, even though knives pass within like an inch from your head.
I'll run through.
Yeah, you run through, and with monk-like grace, you almost like float through the knives, but they don't hit you.
I'll run through, but I want to attempt to catch one with my sleight of hand as I'm going under.
Okay, yeah, make a
Do sleight of hand.
what would be sleight of hand? It would be
Straight dexterity.
yeah, I would say straight dex on that one.
So that'd be this +3 dex.
Yeah.
+3 would be 16.
That's pretty good. You catch it. And they're like, hey, do you want to join us in juggling?
No.
Okay. And he pulls out another knife from seemingly nowhere and adds it to the mix.
So they are real knives. I was thinking they were an illusion.
I'm going to be looking at the knife to see if there's
Oh,
anything.
yeah, that's really sharp.
But just like a dagger type.
Yeah,
Sharp.
There's little dagger knives. I am getting tired. Anyone else want to do that?
I will try.
Hey, you already tried it. Where did the ladies go?
Oh, I thought you meant juggling the knives.
Oh. Maybe later.
You don't think I can do it?
All right, fine. And they start throwing knives at you.
You want a straight dex check?
Yeah.
Stab.
2.
Catches one with
How
his
many
face.
knives did I say that they were juggling?
Like 20.
20.
Okay.
This
20
was
D4.
power.
Two of them would probably have a knife. You would take each
What's your armor class?
20.
All right, hold on. I got to pull up the
probably only
app
get
for
hit,
this
like,
lady.
5-6 times before they stop throwing them at you.
Oh
Maybe.
boy. Okay, where's?
Because half of them were coming back at the guy anyway, and then you're holding 1 or 2 each. So really, you only got about maybe half at most that could come at you before they might stop.
But there's 20 of them, so he has to keep throwing them, or
I'm
else
saying
he's
it's going
going
to
to
be
get
about
stabbed.
10 if he's throwing them at him before he'll stop throwing them towards him. He might go back to.
There with me.
I mean, maybe he'll just keep going until he's out of knives.
Yeah, I think
And they
that's
never
right.
come back.
And they're all stuck.
Yep.
I mean, you have to be pretty
And
accurate.
the undead guy.
The undead guy.
And based on the knife I'm holding, it's pretty sharp.
All right.
Just gonna catch it by the blade.
20 D4. The worst thing you can do is
I can't see. There's dice everywhere.
You can survive even if everyone rolls a 4.
Okay.
Roll 20 dice.
Alright.
Try to keep it down my nose, but then it's got the smell and I couldn't handle it. Just having that there, like, no.
That fresh clown nose smell.
Okay. Yeah, 20 daggers fly right into you in various parts of your body. A lot of them, precisely 12, bounce off harmlessly. But 8 more stick in various places where your armor doesn't cover you. For 18 damage.
18 damage.
That was quite impressive. Do you not agree?
I think so.
What
Like,
was he doing,
thankfully, you're
juggling
not dead.
knives?
Yeah,
Yes.
he tried to
I caught
juggle
8
and
of
he,
them.
With his face.
It's the one that slipped in between his thigh and his hip that looked the most uncomfortable.
Ooh, yeah, now that you mention that, it does look uncomfortable.
I asked him if I can keep the knife.
How long are the knives?
They're just regular daggers, like 5 inches, 6 inches.
Want this back?
Stand there.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Shut the door.
Can we have that back?
Same line.
Yeah. I'll give you one for 5 gold pieces.
I hand it back over. I have a couple others.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm gonna lay on hands for 18.
All right. Yeah, you guys can go wherever you want after that.
We were heading towards the carousel.
Yes, I want to ride a horse.
Ah, the horse. Well, I mean, we don't have a carousel, but
Oh.
we do have a few horses. Yeah, actually, over near the. I think it is near the lockboxes, actually.
Big top snake pit.
Yeah, if you want to go to the lockboxes, that's where you'll want to go.
I slipped on it.
Lock boxes
This
for our benefit, locking our goods away.
Are you asking the juggler?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a few very aggressive individuals that are kept in the lockboxes.
Also, they are not for our personal
Like little
belongings.
prison.
Oh no, not for your personal belongings, for your personal safety. Excuse me.
So it's like people are trapped in cages. Unsavory people.
High Striker seems fun. Lucky Dip, too.
I was thinking about the Lucky Dip.
What we got?
I was gonna get the lockbox.
There's an organ grinder?
Yeah.
Afraid of what we're
Oh.
I know. I
want to see the snake pit.
Okay. Well, it's the closest to the entrance.
The snake pit is a long way if you want to go to the snake pit first.
Yes, let's swing by the snake pit.
Snake pit. Snake pit.
Yes, you have to see the snake pit.
Who's eating?
It's going to be filled with midgets.
All right, no, just lawyers and tax collectors. All right.
Very beautiful woman.
As soon as you mention that, you see
Oh,
a very beautiful woman
Inside the snake pit?
in a pit filled with snakes. And at the center of the pit is a pole, and this woman is pole dancing. You'll notice there's quite a crowd of undead watching her.
what was that you said about blood flow?
Are they moaning?
Well, I'm very offended. The double entendre here is actually offensive.
The what?
The double entendre.
What does that mean?
The insinuation.
Let's see
A
here.
single woman dancing on a pole surrounded by snakes?
The snakes are sinuous.
A beautiful
Yes.
elf maid. Sorry, this isn't an elf, but imagine she has elvish ears. A beautiful elf maid, exotic dancer, is dancing before you.
Who are you?
This was written back in the 80s. You're going to get this stuff.
Yeah, we're stepping back in time, guys. So.
If you haven't watched 80s movies in
I
the
don't want you
past
to hear
like
any
5
more
years,
either,
you owe yourself to
Did
be like,
you guys see the art from the original module?
Yep. Saw it. I'm like, ah, 80s.
She's on there. Yeah, there she is.
Yep.
Yeah, she has almost nothing on.
Yeah, this is actually better than that version.
Yes.
80s. Okay, so she looks fine.
Let's see. Although she has a variety of snakes surrounding her, basically covering the floor, and draped around her body, as far as you can tell, none of them are harming her. As a matter of fact, it seems that a couple of them are even like participating in the dance. The only thing that she's wearing is strategically placed snake-themed jewelry and golden chains. Let's see here. But yes, she'll dance for a while, and eventually she'll end the dance and bow.
Throwing 5 gold pieces in.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh, ma'am. Excuse me.
Oh, that's so offensive.
Sir, man.
Buy
Oh.
clothes.
What?
5 gold should buy you some decent clothing.
Ah, yes, I'm always looking to accessorize.
I'll throw in 2 silver pieces and 7 copper pieces.
Your change.
Why? Oh.
My inventory looks nicer.
was
You dog.
Hey,
So
silver
mean.
pieces aren't that bad.
Oh, is that her?
Are all of the undead
She's so pretty.
coins.
Even though
Or
her pieces
just
are
our-
cheap.
just our-
I throw the gold piece in.
At
She
some
goes
point
to
in the
grab it.
past, I saw a
Undead
movie
also
where
chip
they're
in a couple
strippers
of,
and somebody throws
a couple of
change out
coins.
there.
They're not as generous
That's what I
as you
think.
guys, but
5 gold pieces.
So I'm gonna throw a gold piece out there, and she reaches out to grab it. It's gonna retract back to me.
okay. So, an interesting thing happens. Whenever you guys throw coins down into the pit, the snakes kind of recoil away from the coins a little bit, just because it startles them. But you actually see there's a bit of writing on the floor. You can't really make it out with all the snakes, but you do notice there's a little bit of writing on the floor.
Okay, so let's just
Can we
take a
strategically
bunch
throw
of
some-
copper.
I want to pick
Just
probably
take-
one of the undead.
Take like
That's watching.
100 copper
You know,
and just
sorry,
like, or like
pickpocket? One of the
small,
undead?
and just like
That's watching.
throw
her.
it
Yeah,
and
roll
just
a
like.
sleight of hand. With advantage.
13 plus 9 is 22 or 27.
Yeah, no, they're completely enamored with this beautiful snake lady.
I'll take
So-
a couple pockets.
You can just straight up like pickpocket a bunch of them and they won't even notice.
Well, maybe I'm going for coins, and then I'm going to toss those coins in.
Wait,
So I'll say you get like
Unless I get gold.
20 silver pieces. These people aren't rich, which makes sense because they don't have an economy. But yeah.
They're artists.
Okay. Well, I throw those 20 coins in towards where we saw the writing.
Yeah, you throw a bunch of coins in at the same time. And it's actually enough to uncover a little piece of the writing that's on the floor.
Yeah, I did
Let's see
my
here.
own money, but
Bum, ba-dum,
these are my
bum,
favorite donuts from Krispy Kreme.
bum, bum, bum.
Good.
Bum.
Shove it in there.
You need two of them.
It's too stiff to do it.
It is a little stiff.
Look at that.
You uncover the first. Let's see.
Red pieces are going everywhere though.
You uncover about 10 words. You'll see the numeral 1, and then it says, "Zapped by your beauty, lust, and your magic."
Zapped by your beauty, lust by your
And your magic.
What is she doing right now?
number 1.
Oh, she's collecting the pieces. In a very sensuous way. She's like bending over his head.
Can we see her
Oh.
ass?
Well, I go to another.
You do.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
crawling right there.
Going for the snake pun. Lust in your magic, right?
Is there
Is that no the numeral 1, zapped by your beauty, lust, and your magic?
is there like
I moved to a different group of
fence?
people.
or is she
Well,
in
there's not that many. I'll say you pickpocketed all of them.
No,
Get
it's-
that way out.
I was going to say if there's a circle, I moved to a different spot.
Each of them had like a silver piece.
this place was called the Snake Pit? So is she down in a pit?
Mm-hmm.
Is there like rails, like a zoo enclosure?
Yeah.
That doesn't look hard. I want to hop the rail.
Okay.
What are
Um,
you doing?
Dancing.
What do the snakes do?
This I
You
gotta see.
don't dance.
I want to know the snakes go at him.
Have we ever seen the
Hold on.
opportunity for Martin to dance?
He's in armor. I'm pretty sure it's
There will be
twice as
clanking.
hard.
And very ugly compared to the dancer.
I'm a terrible dancer, but even I find joy in
I would like to dance.
Let's see
it.
here.
My mom always used to say, if you can't learn to do something well, learn to enjoy doing it poorly.
Yeah, you jump into the pit and you can get up right close to her. And as you get closer, you realize that her pupils are like those of a snake, dilated and triangular.
Go for a spin.
Oh, wait.
So a bunch of the snakes actually start going towards you as if they're going to attack, but she waves them down and says, "Let us entertain our guest." in allowing him to entertain us for a change. And she points towards the pole.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my glaive, and I'm gonna do an orc battle challenge dance. I'm picturing it like the Polynesian haka kind of thing. Very aggressive, very angry dancing.
Performance.
We need to see this, see what this looks like.
It's a 15.
Oh, not bad.
It's not bad. There's a lot of stomping. I'll say that you're kind of dancing around the whole of the arena. All the snakes move back because they don't want to get stepped on. And it does reveal the full message that is on the floor.
Is that your purpose?
Is now.
Zapped by your beauty, lust and your magic, connected through time, and story most tragic.
What story was tragic?
Read it one more time.
Zapped by your beauty, lust and your magic, connected through time, and story most tragic. I can post it on the Discord if you guys want.
Connected through time and story most tragic.
Hold on, I'll pull up the Discord.
Fire any
Oh, I
money.
already got it in there.
Did anyone throw in coins?
No.
A bunch of
Yes,
the
I did.
undead go to like throw coins, but then they realize all their coins are gone. Like they're looking.
I
for
throw 4.
4 copper.
No, 4 gold. There you go.
I'm gonna give the 4 gold to this neat lady.
Hold on a second.
I found it more entertaining and not as insulting.
Give some a little bit of leg, you might
No, he would have definitely got less.
Celeste,
Have you seen the stitching around his neck?
have more. Nope, don't want to see that either.
Exactly.
what should I put this in? Lore? No.
Because I was putting the quote in the lore.
Okay, that's fine. Lore.
When I give her the coins, I'm also going to use my divine sense. Is she a celestial fiend or undead?
I can find out.
That was all just with the number 1. There was like another number there, right?
There's probably another number in the other
On
one.
that message, it was just the 1.
She's
It wasn't a second.
She is not any of those things.
Okay.
That's what I was checking.
She thanks you for the coins and says, she also thanks you for your contribution.
Ah. Celesta.
Yes.
Oh, that's Celessa?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't compete with that.
I wouldn't want to.
I was thinking about it.
Last time she
Tyndall
tried to
is
do
very
that,
handsome. Tyndall is very handsome. I was thinking about it. I can't. Have you considered like more ribbon at all? Like lots?
I think I've
Ribbon
perfected my
everywhere.
craft, if I do say so myself. She bows down low to
No,
the
don't
audience,
do
who
that.
starts clapping.
Ask her when she has it, when her next break is.
What do this freak is?
When you're not performing, because we want.
Why do you want to know?
Well, I thought I was filled in on the fact that the one guy wanted to have his feelings shared to her, so that's my thought. So
Are you sharing this to her right now?
For her, I was going to say, so we can talk with you a little bit more and not take away from your show.
Perhaps, if you want to talk more, I'll be having a break at the big top during tonight's performance.
All right.
Next, where are we going?
You guys aren't going to bring up Tyndall.
Not right now.
I mean, if she's thirsty, we have a potion. We should probably get some instructions on how that works. Is whoever gives the potion, or do we need a piece of whoever needs to be in love?
It's the 9th one, though. So
Potion.
I'm afraid that if somebody drinks it, they become the focus of everybody's love within a certain radius.
either everyone will love them, or they will love everyone.
Okay.
No,
Her
there's
name
already
was-
drugs that
one or
do
the
that.
other way.
It's called ecstasy or Molly.
Who knows? Who did you say that's not what's inside this?
It came from potions of it.
Highly concentrated.
Yeah, so that's pretty much all you find at
It's
the
the ninth
snake
one,
pit. Is
so.
that's dancing exotically.
If we want to bring up Tyndall,
You're heading to the lockboxes?
Are those just
Okay.
like cages for?
so where's the entrance? I thought Mr. Question
Came
was
in there.
Nope.
We were at the ticket booth.
Oh,
Right
he
here.
came over.
Oh, okay. We should definitely watch the movie.
No.
It's not that scary.
It's talking
All right,
about
so we're
all
gonna
the
swing
I'd
by.
rather not. We really
I wanted to
don't
go
have
to the High Striker, but we can swing by the lock boxes.
Okay.
We'll go to the Lucky Dip.
Where am I gonna make it there?
Let's go in a big circle and end back at the big top for the big show later.
Well, we missed the Hall of Horrors, but I don't want to go
Make it the second to last stop.
there. Okay.
Where's the whole horse?
Over there by the ticket booth.
Oh. Oops.
Apparently, you walked past it. So we've done that.
I totally forgot about that. That's okay. You guys can hit it later. The first thing you encounter is one of the cages, and it's a large cage. It's actually filled with a small pool. Inside is a very strange-looking being. Oh, okay. Yeah, a woman is swimming within the pool. But it's odd because she has tentacles for arms,
tentacles.
Oh.
More.
which she uses to kind of like glide through the water.
How many?
A mass of tentacles
Tentacles, that's 10 of them.
on each forearm.
Do we need to make charisma saving throws when we behold her?
No.
Okay.
Okay. What else? Is that the only thing?
Is that not enough for you? She has tentacles for arms.
Yeah. That's not entertaining.
As she
Disturbing.
notices one of you, she notices you approaching her cage, she'll dive under the water and then kind of come up close and she'll do that to you.
What is she wearing?
Oh, she's naked.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Can you speak?
Of course.
What do you want?
Clothing.
Let's see.
You know, you're running the show for some of us.
Yes. As I should. It should be ruined. Don't see any half-naked men running around for my pleasure.
Haven't gone.
Hey, I need to show you something.
Okay.
Go on, Martin.
Up to the
As
bars.
you get up close to the bars, she transforms instantly into a large wolf. It goes, yeah, right in front of your face. Does it startle you?
Roll for
Maybe. No.
startling.
Wisdom saving
I
throw.
was expecting her to try to drown me. I was just going to play along, but I guess I wasn't.
Oh
I guess
He
I
doesn't
wasn't.
need to breathe.
I wasn't expecting that. So.
He was starving for the touch of a woman.
Do I need to make a saving throw of some
Oh my
kind?
god,
Um,
guys.
Let's just roll initiative to see if you're surprised.
0.
Yeah, no, it's you. This beautiful
My
woman
dice rolls are
with
not
tentacle
good.
arms transforms into like this giant wolf that just bites at you through the bars. It doesn't bite you, but you know, jumps out. And then instantly she transforms back into the woman, but now she has clothes on.
Oh, there we go.
She says, "Got you pretty good, didn't I?"
Very good.
And then she opens the cage because there's no lock on it.
Wait a second. Like, what's the purpose of the cage?
Well, this is my act. I lure people in and then I surprise them.
It was very good.
I was surprised.
But
You a druid?
I am not. I am a sea wolf from Kargat.
I'll toss 15 silver pieces up into her cage.
How much?
She came out.
15 silver.
Oh, thank you, good sir.
Wait, you're not one of those wolves that silver hurts them, is it? In that case, I apologize.
Yeah, actually, she is. She is a werewolf.
Let me get those. I'll go retrieve the silver. And I'll leave 5 gold instead.
Thank you so
I will
much.
also add 5 gold. There you go.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Stop paying her
Why?
until she
Is there
puts
anything
clothes
else
on.
in other?
She has
Well,
clothes
yeah.
on.
She did it before. She turned into the wolf, and then when she came back into a woman, she now has clothes. And came out of her cage, but she's not actually locked in the cage.
She lures
These
you
are
in
all
with
her
her
acts.
nakedness, and then when you get close,
I want to
Carson
give her 5 gold and ask about the writing on the snake pit.
Okay, sure. There's you mean so you're talking about Celessa's snake pit, right? As far as I'm aware, I've never seen any writing there. And as she says this, her eyes fade to black, and then turn back to normal.
She's lying.
16.
She's enchanted.
16 inside.
Her eyes fade to black.
Okay.
Not good.
As I'm picking the silver pieces out of her, you said it's a cage, but it's filled with water.
Yeah.
Is it like magically retained water?
No.
Or is the water below ground level and the cage is on?
Yeah, that's more likely. I mean, it is a magical circus. I
So it's
could do it that way, but no, it's more like
While I'm
But there's
retrieving
other
the silver
cages,
pieces
yeah. There's
from the bottom of the pool, do I see any writing?
no.
Do I see anything in any other cage?
Are there other cages?
There are. And she says, "Do you want me to help you up out of the water, sir?"
That's what I was going to roll for. And then
How deep is the water?
20 feet. No,
Yeah.
no, not 20 feet. More like 10 feet.
Yeah, I would like some help. I'm plated in metal, probably just standing at the bottom of the pool looking at it.
All right. She turns into a giant, or sorry, not giant, a large wolf-headed seal, and kind of you can like ride her, and she pushes you up.
Nice.
Feel a kind of funky tugging on your belongings. Sorry about that. She's transformed it back into a woman with tentacles. My tentacles get a little wild.
All right.
Okay. All right. What's in the other cages?
All right.
Just so you know. I was going to make a comment about me being a mounted combatant, but
Whoa!
any creature on mount gains evasion, and I can force any attack that would target them to hit me instead. Interpret that however you'd like.
Oh, this is interesting.
We're at a carnival. It's time to have fun.
One more. You can do
That's it.
Inside of the next cage is a very large leopard that, as soon as you approach, begins clawing at the cage and clawing to get to you.
I'm going to get really close to the cage and say, "What's your act?"
Are you getting within reach?
No.
Yeah, it just tries to claw at you.
This isn't very funny. It's not surprising. I don't get it.
Is that it? It just keeps doing
Yeah, no, it's just filled with a large leopard.
Well, I'm not foolish enough to see if it's an illusion, so I'm just going to back up. Did I see any writing on the cage floor?
You don't see any on the cage floor. However, there is a tiny bit of lettering on the cage ceiling. it's very. You can't make it out from where you're at. You'll have to go inside the cage to read it.
I'm gonna talk to you.
I guess you can do that. Forgot.
Yeah, I don't do it very often. I'm gonna talk its language.
Okay. Yeah, you. What are you gonna say? Make me to a leader.
Ask it what the letters say.
Why are you locked up then?
Are you
Turn your
human?
face off.
Let's see.
That's why it's locked up, because it tries to rip everyone apart.
You could sneak in there.
See, the problem is not just sneaking in. It's also being.
I'm not. I'm a leopard that turns into a human. He stops flying in the cage since you're now speaking his language.
There's also a rip right there.
So you're a leopard that can turn human, but you're not human.
No,
It's a leopard.
I'm a were-human.
What the fuck?
There's a leopard that was bitten by a werewolf.
A leopard bit by a human.
You'll have to forgive me. When I'm in this form, my instincts just take over and I just want to tear and rend and devour.
We're human. They're human.
You said it's big, right?
Yeah, it's a good size leopard.
The only one hearing this conversation right now is her.
Yeah.
I know. I thought it was.
We'll look that up.
That's. Oh, I was gonna say, try to slip through the
How
bars,
often
but-
can you transform?
Once a month, when full moon rises,
Okay.
We're done.
then I gain intelligence equal to that of them.
I was expecting, like, during the day, he turns just into, like, a regular dude.
No, he's a leopard who, on the full moon, turns into the human and probably gives long-winded speeches. Or something.
What's it say?
There's intelligence up, just
Well, it's a weird human. So it's a leopard.
Well, that is actually very entertaining.
My name is Raja, by the way. Raja
Raja?
Singh, the hideous man beast.
I don't want to call you hideous.
Will he let us in to read the writing?
does he know about the writing?
Did you know there's writing on your writing?
Looks up.
Writing
What's writing?
letters.
Oh, that sounds like a human thing.
Yeah. Would you be okay with me coming in and
Give me some meat, and I'll let you in.
do you guys have any meat? Anyone?
I have brain.
Not
No.
immediately.
You're not part of the show.
Let me just double check. I can go get some.
Like, are there any like food places in this carnival?
Are you asking him? His knowledge is pretty limited in this form.
No.
Have we passed any food stands?
Not yet.
Then again, it's run by undead who don't need to eat.
But I'll say that the little map you have does indicate that there is a food stand over at Wondrous Wares. And possibly some food at Litwick Market.
He says I can come in if we give him some meat to eat.
I can go get some meat. Does anyone want to come with me?
Come with you. Yeah, I'll follow you.
Okay. Guess we'll go.
So
check out.
here's the question: if you are bitten, well, yeah, actually, it would be more interesting. You were bitten by this were-human leopard. Would you then turn into a standard human on a full moon?
She's not human now, so maybe.
Yeah.
But no, so
I
cute.
would
I'm human.
I'm apparently human.
I'm a dead human.
Partially human.
No, apparently human.
What would happen if a humanoid became a human?
Way to find out.
I don't want to trash. We all line up.
Once a month, he turned into John Smith. I would have a taste for Wonder Bread.
Are there any other cages or anything?
There are a few other cages. So,
Do we find any meat at the food stand?
all right. There's gonna be a couple things. So, some of you are leaving. Some of you are staying.
Yes. As we ponder on the effects of wearing humanoid.
My distance after hearing.
I'm not gonna go into the specifics of each stand, but there are a couple of random things that happen as you wander.
They would have gone past the Big Top Hall of Horrors, the Organ Grinder.
No, ask him. Has he actually bit a human or humanoid, and does he know what happens to that person when he bites them?
But he wouldn't be biting them in human form. He'd be biting them in leopard form.
Oh, you're right. He has to bite them in human form.
Or would he have to bite them in human form?
I don't know. Ask him.
I'm gonna ask him whatever these two just said.
I mean, everyone that I've bitten in leopard form has left the carnival. They don't stay. So I don't know.
Does he ever bite people in human form?
Have you ever bitten anyone? Oh, you're human?
Does kisses count?
No.
Oh.
No?
Then
I don't know.
Hold up. He's kissing people when he's human?
Well, he's.
Who is he making out with?
No.
Ask him!
Why?
The snake lady.
Yes, the snake lady! What about the
As you guys
tentacle
are
lady?
wandering, you're seeing a couple of different spectacles.
Well,
But,
Shauna has...
roll a
Has obsession
perception
with
check for me, for those who are wandering.
That's me, Mal,
I got that
and
after the
Roll,
library.
Era.
Exactly.
We're going to get meat.
Perception check.
Yeah, everyone is going to get meat.
3. I'm not here to see what's going on. I'm here for a good time.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
1.
You guys are really distracted by the.
Yeah, you're distracted by your 5.
I got 5.
You know,
Oh, 5.
Yeah.
you're like wondering, like, I bet there's a plenty of
Araheim, who is so sensitive to all things that are like evil and strange, has his hackles up. Like he's sensing some weird crap in there. And because of this heightened sense of awareness, he actually notices 2 things. One, there are little things hiding in the shadows with glowing eyes watching you. You notice them out of the corner of your eye, hiding underneath a tent here or scurrying across the way there. But they're pretty quick and you don't get a good glance at them, except for the glowing eyes. The second thing is you've noticed you've picked up a tail. There is somebody following you. It's wearing dark-colored robes.
Just one person?
Just one person. If you take no action, I'll say you get all the way to the place without any other interruptions.
So what would you say the area is? It kind of darker, or is it like nighttime carnival kind of thing?
It's more nighttime. It's almost a twilight.
As we get into close to the market, I'm just gonna slip off into the shadow.
Okay, make a stuff.
17.
Let's see. I don't think his perception's that high. Where's my phone?
So ask him when he goes to make out. Does he like?
Yeah, no, you're able to slip into the darkness and he doesn't notice.
Okay. Just gonna be you're paying attention to around things
Wow, you
around
have to
us.
make a Constitution saving throw for kissing a lycanthrope.
No. Just
You're not even with us.
I know.
You're with
Seriously,
this
the,
guy.
Yeah,
this
the
is our
the
romantic.
the shadowy figure continues to follow the group, and it doesn't notice you slipping off, so it just keeps following them. You guys make it all the way over to. Are you gonna stop at the Limerick Market or the Wondrous Wares?
Market.
Stop at the market.
Where's Mal? Wasn't he with us?
Yeah. Where do you go?
We lost him.
Perception check again to notice see if he knows
Maybe
Mal.
he found something entertaining.
Found the lucky dip.
Okay.
Not the heart.
Yeah, it's so you see a series of tents kind of arranged in a circle. There's a bunch of different vendors selling various items. You notice one particular interesting person is, let's see, a man covered in from head to toe in tattoos. He's wearing a loincloth. But yeah,
Finally, I have
every
dressed
single inch of him is covered in tattoos.
I know.
And, you can see
I'm
he's
busy
actually
pumping this.
he's
wearing
actually
for
doing
information.
tattoos for one of the undead that's sitting on the thing.
Oh, tattoo artist.
Yeah. There is also a
Maybe there's some cool ones.
Yes, sir.
there's a Vistani woman with a skull painted on her face, who is selling various items. There's also a half man, half cow.
There's some meat.
I would say minotaur, except for this guy is
Cowatar.
split vertically.
No.
So we're gonna say inverse minotaur
Can we call him oxymoron?
if you want. Let's see who else is
Sticks out
here.
both sides of his mouth. Brr, how are you?
I'll say that right
He shoots
before
cuts. Yeah, there
right
go.
before you approach anyone in the market, there's actually another person who steps from the shadows, and it's odd because you did not see them before. But almost out of nowhere, they step from behind a tent and come up to you. And they say, I hear you're looking for some meat.
Yes, kebabs. Do you have them?
Ah, yes. And it pulls out from its robe a few kebabs.
Whoa! I love this place.
Shish kebab.
Okay. The price is simple. Just a little bit of your hair or a favored memory.
When you killed that guy in his sleep, next to his wife.
I didn't kill that guy.
You
Yes, I
did.
did. I want to remember that.
You no longer remember that.
Remember what?
It hands you 3 kebabs.
Perfect.
Would I recognize this person as the person who's following us?
No, this is someone completely different. They also have the hood over their face so you can't see them. But you do notice that the hands are almost wooden. They're fleshy, but almost have like a wooden bark pattern to them. They also say, I'm also selling potions of health. And also a potion of advantage if you wish to buy.
Nah, I have a supplier.
Very well then. And the thing just evaporates into mist.
I identified the meat of the kebab.
It smells delicious, whatever it is.
Is it beef?
It kind of looks and smells like beef.
Perfect.
Go walk around the half cow, half mouth, and see if he's missing any pieces.
No. Well, we have some meat.
Just
We'll
the
take it back to the
in
leopard.
tentacles.
We have some kebabs.
Yeah. You go back.
So does he stand under a tree at twilight to turn into a human when there's, let's say, an interested woman present, and that's when things go down, or does he like?
Oh, getting right down to the nitty gritty.
I don't know. This is all the details. Are you sharing? Okay, so you look for it.
No. We all get intimately familiar with the shocked horror and cringy feel of a Haragon. I'm not saying that.
No.
Turns to the leopard. No, she don't listen to her.
I'm curious of the average mating patterns of a weird human.
Okay, I'm curious. I can just sneak around
Weird
the
human
backside.
leopard.
Are you gonna hand him the meat?
No, I'm gonna like Chris and him.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you are gonna hand him the meat. Yeah, he takes it gratefully, and then he wanders to the back of the cage.
Cool. I'm gonna walk in and.
The cage is locked.
Oh.
Ham.
Can you slide a hand? That
Can
would
you
be
see the writing just getting up close?
No, it's really small.
Roll a 15, slide a hand.
You're trained to pick the lock.
I'll give, I can give you some guidance.
Yeah, your first attempt doesn't quite do it.
Where'd you move my die?
So you can add a D4.
That's 18.
That's a D6.
I was like, wait a second. Plus 3. So 21.
Yeah, that's actually good enough. The lock pops open, and the door to the cage opens up. Did you say you read about this carnival in the past?
I read the one in Van Richten's guide.
Oh, okay.
90% of everything you presented, not in there.
Yeah.
I recognize the name Zode. That's it.
I based most of mine off of the original version, like the 2E.
Oh yeah. I'm absolutely fascinated. So keep going.
All right. Yeah. Door pops open.
Okay, I'm walking.
At this point in time,
But I also.
he lays
wow.
down on the back of the cage and goes to sleep. Yes, there is a message on the ceiling. Amidst the claw marks and scratches is written in small writing the words. Excuse me. It says number 3, and then the words beckoning caller, desire to sate, pining for passion, hunger for hate.
Beckoning caller.
Yeah, I'll just put it in the chat.
All right.
Beckoning caller, desire to sate, pining for passion, hunger for hate. Let go.
So after she goes out, I close it and lock it.
You're gonna lock it again?
Or lock it.
Roll to.
Gonna go out creating
Yeah,
new
you have
areas.
to like re-pick it in order to lock it.
I'm sorry, I'm
So
very.
it's easier to lock, so you have to
Beckoning
lock it.
caller, desire to say, pining through passion. The last part, not very. Not very interesting.
He's usually a panther
I'm
trainer
for
for
people,
people, so.
That kind of derailed the whole.
So at this point, I'm going to quietly divulge that we have someone who may be interested in us. Shadowing us.
Just do I'll catch back up.
Do I see you?
Roll perception.
Oh my
Did Mal come back over with everyone?
I
or
followed
you-
them back, but I'm still out in the shadow, playing in the shadow.
So you're not quite with us, but you're around us.
Yes.
So not part of the conversation. fully.
16.
You see, there is indeed a gray robed figure. I'll say they're standing next to the big top, kind of peeking out.
There's a
Have I
perception.
been able to follow them then since?
Roll a stealth for me, real quick.
Sure, yeah, that ain't gonna work out very well. Let's see here. 9.
You also see the monk on the other side.
like Swiper the Fox hiding behind a pole.
There's a rope, like holding up the tent. So, the rope.
He's like holding it and everything. Just like, huh?
Bright flashing nose. Hey!
Jeez.
You gotta have the rope behind your eyes behind the rope.
Having been noticed, I'll say that the robed figure actually starts to approach the group. And I'm pulling
Join
up.
and play along, since I'm obviously not hiding very well.
Yeah, I mean, if he sees you. He's like, oh crap.
So much for hiding.
There's
He
Mal.
wanders over and pulls off his hood to reveal
Heath Ledger, the Joker.
another Vistani with a skull-faced makeup.
Oh, I was hoping it was like Day of the Dead kind of skull mask. Nope.
However, he's a little bit different in that the places that don't have makeup, his skin is black and see-through.
It's black and see-through?
And see-through.
Black and transparent.
Transparent black.
Bones or whatever inside.
There's
No, you
inside.
can't because it's black.
Or is transparent.
I know.
Skin is. Not everything is
Like-
inside it.
Like a dark glass kind of thing? I'm picturing like a really tinted window.
Oh, sorry.
That's creepy.
That's him with his hood on.
Much creepy.
He looks worse than that guy. That's him with his hood off.
Yep.
He gets a nose.
Wait, the hood definitely makes a difference.
Why is this not pulling up? I may have just pulled up the image like a million times. Let's see here.
That's between Joker and Voldemort.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I apologize.
This was
He
him
he wouldn't have had the skull face. That's somebody different.
now. You were misinformed.
I apologize. You were
We
misinformed.
saw that.
That wasn't him.
Yeah, this is not him.
Your eyes are playing tricks on you.
Underneath the hood is actually just the dark see-through transparent.
Sure is.
This man is a shade. He actually is very, very similar in appearance to the ones that you met in Fulthanthar. He approaches you
Yeah.
and says,
Come to Fulthanthar. We have great salad.
This guy that makes great salad. And fairly new buildings.
Away from your dragon.
he approaches and he says,
Newly remodeled buildings.
I couldn't help but notice you had a bit of darkness about you. It reminded me of home.
Are you from Fulthanthar?
I am from Fulthanthar, actually. Have you been there?
Yes, quite recently actually.
Really?
I died there.
So did. would a shade technically be dead? I don't think so.
I think shades are dead. I think they're undead.
They're undead.
I'm pretty sure.
They're like a living
I gotta
dead,
look
but
this up.
not quite. They're a living dead.
They're living undead.
Not undead, they're living dead. They're a copy of a living person.
We should let the werehuman bite someone.
Oh, they are undead. I died there too, and became a shade.
I became a revenant.
Ha, pleasure to meet you.
Oh,
Put her in there.
Put her there, pal.
It's good to see. I mean, it isn't too early to say friends, but good to see acquaintances from home. Yeah, I was just I sensed it about you, so I couldn't help but want to approach you. But I am a little shy. My apologies if I appeared a little odd following you for a bit. Well, I mean, since we could be potential friends, I don't suppose you could deliver a note for me, would you?
Is it a love note?
Yeah, he reddens a
Celessa?
little bit in his dark red skin. Celessa, she is quite beautiful, is she not? However, a little bit too much for my taste. I could never go for someone like her. I would rather go for Amelia.
Who's that?
Oh, you'll have to see her act. Amelia the vampire. You'll find her in the Hall of Horrors. If you could pass her this note, I'd be appreciative. I'm too shy to do it myself.
Sure. Can I read it first?
I'd rather you didn't.
I just want to
Why
make
would-
sure. I just want to make sure that it's not a note that says "Your act sucks. Please suck my blood." And if I handed a note
Why
like that
would-
to her, she might hurt me.
Why would he do
you
that?
have blood?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No.
It's just congealed.
It's gonna be a blood shake.
I'd rather not, but I mean, if you really have to.
It's another meaning for blood curdling.
What's this guy's name?
Oh, my name is Elthrin Winter. Introduced in Quoth the Raven, number 3. The original written series.
I had a thought yesterday. The One Ring can only be destroyed in the fires of Mount Doom, right? So, could you put the One Ring on the blade of a lightsaber?
I said yes.
I would definitely say yes.
Or maybe the ring would just pass through it. Yeah.
I'm stuck thinking, what if this werehuman fights a werewolf?
The lightsaber turns invisible.
So on the full moon,
Corrupt the Jedi.
where would he turn into?
I can see it.
If a were-leopard bit the werehuman, same problem.
I feel like the end result of all of the speculation is whatever happens when I thing in the tower. Just a floating mass of muck.
Probably.
Disgust.
All right,
I'm-
fine.
I-
I'll pass your note.
Thank you.
Is it sealed?
I'll make sure that he passes it.
Why are we on music that heals the heart and soul?
All right.
It's nice calming.
Everyone's
I'm sorry.
It was relaxing.
This place is not supposed to be calming.
My heart has been healed.
With so many people in love, maybe
Jorah's
it's not
massive
such a
summer
bad
healing.
place.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm still thinking like, so the leopard comes out, finds somebody, rubs against them, like draws them out into the forest, and then suddenly, very handsome man.
You're just dreaming.
Do you want to be dragged into the forest? To a
No, I
handsome
would
man?
never want that to happen.
Do you have something you wish to say?
I'd like
to
to
your
inside
lover?
check that.
She spent considerable time thinking about it.
The last
Don't
page,
ask her about the picture she drew.
actually, it contains several.
Human children.
It actually does contain a child. But she is hiding underneath several skeletal horses. And it's the same child you scared off earlier.
Dude.
This is in the lockboxes or in
Yeah.
Mr. Question?
No, the last lockbox.
Well, I think you as a fluffy bunny would have better chances with this little child than me as
Well, yeah, she got scared of you.
an armored dead man.
Me. What was her name again?
Miranda.
Miranda.
There's also they're called Skura, but they're essentially Vistani with skull face paint. Standing next to the cage.
And she's in the cage with the horses?
Yeah.
Or the skeleton horses?
Yep. I will say that the door to the cage is just a simple rope with a hook.
And you good job.
Can't open it.
I mean, if there's horses, I'm sure there's a picket somewhere.
If I rolled a 1, that would have been funny. He's like, I can't unhook this.
That was terrible, Cordell. That was terrible.
Stuck.
You're not wrong, but that was terrible.
We got 2 messages. And a girl hiding some skeletal horses.
Can we look around the cage, make sure there's no messages in there?
Sure. You wander around the cage. As far as you can tell, there's no writing. Just several skeletal ponies and a little girl kind of cowering underneath one of them.
When you say skeletal ponies, like actual pony skeletons?
Yeah.
Just animated?
Yep. And they have little,
Not emaciated ones.
no, they're dead. They have little saddles on top of them.
Oh,
Pony's Martin.
I want to
I
ride
s-
one.
It's a pony!
The Vistani at the front, he sees you kind of admiring the ponies, and he says, would you like to rent one of the ponies?
Yes.
Only 5 gold pieces, you can borrow one for an hour.
Excellent. I'll fork over 5 gold.
Alright. You now have 4 skeletal ponies.
Wait, I get 4?
You're getting, no, it's one pony for 5 gold.
Yeah, I just want one.
Oh, sorry, I misheard. I thought you said all the ponies.
I want all the ponies.
How are you going to ride all the ponies?
They're my little ponies.
All
He
right,
might,
pony.
he might
Okay.
need 2 of them.
5 gold pieces, and he undoes the thing and hands you the reins to a pony, and just kind of stands there.
Perfect. I'm mounting my pony.
It's a small pony. Your legs almost reach the ground.
Its legs buckle.
Well, it'll carry you along. It's almost more like a donkey.
Here, I'll get on mine.
Yeah, yours looks normal.
Compared to you.
For the first time, it looks proper.
The dwarf on the pony. I'm going to practice lance charges on this pony.
Yeah, it goes like a third as fast as your other horse.
Faster than this thing by myself.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and your charge leads you past the cages and over to it's like a tent with kind of a little stage and a bunch of seats, and there's some undead sitting around. Let's see.
Seeing he's running around with a big top.
Yep.
It's not the
He's in front of Mr. Question Mark.
Mr. Question Mark. Yeah. Somewhere.
Or you can put him on the rhino.
That doesn't look right.
The woman?
The horse. The horse. With
The
the dwarf on top of it like that.
I'm standing
is
on
that?
it with my hammers.
Standing up on top of the stage, you see this figure.
This is a Mr. Question Mark.
Mr. Question Mark.
Okay.
Mister?
As you watch, this is how you start to see it, but the thing kind of undulates and almost melts and forms the rest of its arm. It actually appears to resemble one of the undead that is on the stage, a woman. Almost to the point where they're nearly identical. Everyone starts clapping a little bit. And then another person says, "Oh, do me next," and he'll put in a few gold pieces into a little bin and then climb up on the stage. The woman exits. He climbs up on the stage, and the thing imitates him. The flesh kind of undulates and melts and forms a copy of him. This goes on for a little bit.
Okay. I want a nature check. I want to get an idea of what this is.
Do me next.
Yes,
Yeah, that's a 7.
It's definitely not human.
Okay.
We
We ruled that one out.
Ooh, I rolled it.
Sorry, give me 1 second. There's more to this one than meets the eye.
Yeah, she's a shape changer.
Not sure.
Ugh.
There is a sign that does say Mr. Question Mark.
You know, I saw Mr. Question Mark a couple different times at Vanex. I wasn't sure who it was.
We're probably thinking of a Doctor Who. Because there was a version of Doctor Who that had question marks all over it.
I guess so.
Like walking stick with the question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a version of Doctor Who. I forget which Doctor Who it was.
How about Jim Carrey as the Riddler?
Yes.
Possibly that
Yes.
one too.
Okay,
are
that's
you-
what
how
it
much
was.
are you-
The Riddler.
How much
Was
are you
it?
putting into
Was he wearing a
into the
coat,
thing?
or was it just tights? If he was wearing a coat,
I'll
it was
put
Doctor
5
Who.
gold pieces in.
Alright, yeah.
I'm going
I
to
don't
lean down
remember.
and whisper into things
It
here.
was both. So
You probably saw both.
Let me take my helmet off. I want a version of me that doesn't have scars.
Oh,
Oh.
let's see here.
Living version of me.
Yeah, you go up on the stage, and he begins to kind of melt and undulate and forms armor. Not only that, but he begins strutting around a little bit and says, "I will have my revenge against Orcus."
What?
Would you like to join us?
Felicia is now moving to the back as far as she can.
What?
Yes.
If you,
I'll do anything in my power to do so.
I mean, if you're also searching for vengeance against Orcus, you should come with us.
You say that, but then as you say that, you realize, why would you want to go after this Orcus fellow anyways? And as you're thinking that, you get a little confused because you're like, wait, that's what I'm all about. But then the other half of you says, wait, who is Orcus? It's very disorienting. The things up on stage will say, "I'll do anything in my power to overcome this great evil, including throwing my partners under the bus." Sorry, Vexlar. He looks at you. It's just the way that it is.
I understand.
Also, so I don't think that you are a supreme being.
That is too far. You shall die now.
Shots fired.
Eldritch Blast!
Are you gonna attack it?
Just kidding.
Oh yeah, you got mad at me for going back in time. You just did an Eldritch Blast.
No, I'm
people.
not gonna. I'm not gonna attack it.
The longer you stand on the stage, the more you lose yourself, and your mind is becoming blanker and blanker.
I'm going to urge the pony off the stage.
As you leave the stage, the thing kind of undulates and forms into a non-gender conforming humanoid. It
Androgynous.
yes.
You should let the were-human bite this thing.
That would be interesting.
Let's not.
It could turn into a human while being a human.
Oh my god.
Everyone make a perception check for me real quick.
10.
20.
17.
6.
16.
1.
14.
I'm gonna say
He's pissed.
I'm gonna say the only one who notices this would be Marceline. But as the thing kind of transforms into these various people, you'll notice there's actually a small chest within its chest cavity. You catch glimpses of it before it's covered up by the substance that makes up its mass.
A chest in the chest?
You said you're not paying so much close attention to. I'll also
Eyes
say
are up
that
here,
you
buddy.
realize
Eyes are up here.
that the substance is wax.
Did you guys see its chest?
Yes.
No, we were
It's
looking
there.
at
No, why were you staring at it?
We're
Not that
only
chest, the
looking
chest
at her
chest.
eyes. How dare you?
There's a chest in his chest.
Hopefully.
Their chest.
It's chest.
There.
It's like
Person.
a treasure chest.
Something. Box. Like chest.
Are you going to try and steal it?
Is there anyone else who wants to come up on the stage?
Like, push us as far as you can get.
First you can get.
So we got undead also around. Like, I want to scan if anyone has a hole in their gut.
You're looking for people with holes in their chest?
Oh, they're undead. Or when they came back, did they get not holy?
No.
All the undead basically retain the wounds that they died from. A couple of them have been glued back together.
Or some.
Yeah, with sovereign glue. Mr. I stole the sovereign glue.
Not being put back together that way anymore.
Poor
Let's not glance around and see if there's
guys
anyone with
walking
it.
around with one leg that can't be reattached because they can't find the sovereign glue anywhere.
Check the
There's
audio.
a reason
see
he
if
kept
there's
it on
anyone
his,
that has a
on his
hole.
person.
Yep.
Not necessarily all the way through, but just try to eye glance at the audience. See if there's anyone with like a hole in this general
It looks like
area.
there's one that had like a sword stab wound in his chest. Apart from that, not really.
Not that big. I don't want to go up on there, but
I say don't.
I want to know what the chest was.
Find him later. At the big top thing. You know, maybe set up a date. He can be, it could be, they could be the most beautiful woman, man, whatever suits your fancy.
Do we know who this person is or what their name is? Is this the one that
Mr. Question Mark.
Oh, yes. Oh, so definitely a he then.
Mister?
Yeah.
Mr. Question Mark has a chest.
Yes.
But does Mr. Question Mark turn into a beautiful woman that the other person's looking for?
A chest with a chest.
The chest with the chest. It's like,
I'm just standing there.
Are there words on the stage? We
Oh,
are looking for words.
Do this. I'm gonna pick up the pony and put the pony on the stage.
Yeah, starts configuring, the arms stretch out. Forms a pony.
The pony's a skeleton.
And there is indeed a chest within the ribcage. A small one.
How big?
It's just a little chest.
Do the thing still communicate with us as this in this form?
Yeah, I mean, no one's talked to it.
I sneak up on it and take the chest.
Sure, roll stealth check.
This is the best opportunity.
Guidance.
Let's see here. Stealth check. That's about a 24.
That's pretty good. Yeah, you're able to get up on the stage. The chest is covered in ribs. You can try to break it out. You'll need to make a strength.
You can't get it out back through, like down.
I don't think so. Let me pull up a
I mean, the
horse.
rib cage
The
opens
rib
back
there,
this
and
way
then you have
towards the
the gut.
stomach. Yeah,
There's a big abdominal cavity.
that the chest would slip right
Yeah,
out of.
it's the belly
It's
root
gone.
The
in.
rib cage is just basically holding it like
Let's
this.
take a look at a horse.
Well, is
You
it
have
is
that.
it resting on the ribs? Is it hovering in the
Well, it's
ribs? Is it dangling by tendons? Like,
No, it's a skeleton. There's no
It's all bone.
Yeah, it's all
So it's
bone.
literally.
but is it all dry bone or is it gooey bone?
It doesn't change the opening area.
Yeah, I know, but like, are you going to have to pull against tendons? Is there going to be some resistance to pull it out, or is it just suspended there magically that you can pull it out? Do I think about this stuff too much? Yes.
I've never had its heart.
I need a clearer picture.
This is what makes me a decent DM.
There's a space.
Is there a space? All right, I'll say that. Yeah, we're able to pull the chest out of the chest cavity.
All right.
Is the thing
As
collapse?
Vexlar berates it in its pony form about, now who's the supreme being? You're a pony!
Bony pony.
But at this point, one of the audience members, one of the undead, is saying, "Hey, is this part of the act?"
All part of the show, folks. All part of the show.
The thing is gonna start turning around to see what's going on. Are you gonna try to hide the
Yeah, I'm
chest?
just gonna tie the chest and
Make a sleight of hand.
suck it.
I'll have it
Try to
forward.
sleight of hand to see if I can
How
take it
about a
from
whole
him.
7?
You have it like awkwardly bulging out of your robes or whatever you have.
I try to take it from him when he's trying to hide it, and I roll a 21. Sleight of hand. Am I able to take it from him?
Both of them.
Can I create a distraction by shooting some fireballs in the air?
Shooting fire into the air?
I'll shoot some fire in the air.
Yeah, at this point, the thing shrieks and goes, "Ah!" And it goes to the far corner. It says, "Stop! Stop, no!"
Oh, my apologies. I was just
I'm
trying to
gonna-
make the show
I'm
more
gonna head
exciting.
outside then with my chest.
Yeah.
Or her chest, or his chest,
His
whatever
chest.
it is.
We've decided Mr.
Mr.
is
his chest.
male.
It does go by male pronouns.
Alright.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I was terrified of the fire.
Yeah.
Good call.
Good to know.
So yes, now you have a chest.
Also.
Alright, is this chest locked?
Yes.
I'll hold on to it for now.
Okay.
So we need to
Let's
find
continue.
the person that this person is a crush on. Talk to them.
Meanwhile, do we find any writing on the stage anywhere?
So it's in the chest.
Wait, who has a crush?
Well, I was gonna say
Half the people
everyone
here,
we've met so far has a crush on someone else.
all the guys have a crush on one of the girls.
If this
Except for
thing
Mr.
has a crush,
may or may
you
not.
just have to find their crush and ask them.
Well, the were-human didn't have a crush. It was just rather promiscuous.
Well, he was.
I'm gonna give Mr. Question Mark 10
So maybe when
points
his human
and
form, maybe he
apologize for
does.
the
But it's only
flash
for
of
one
light
day.
Yeah.
startling him.
Out of the whole
I
year.
appreciate
I'm sorry,
that.
that actually
He has
increases
a
his
male voice when he talks. He
desirability.
says,
You want a
Ah,
boyfriend
yes,
that's
it
there
says,
all the time, or one you only have to
"Quite
deal
the
with
danger
for one
for
day.
me being a
Exactly.
being of wax."
The rest of the time, he's a cat. Like
Must not enjoy
purring,
flame very
petting,
much.
Oh,
Corner
silent.
sauce.
Mr.
cold areas.
Sorry, Mr. Question Mark is made of wax.
Yeah, Mr. Question Mark is more of a wax figure.
Yep.
Personage.
He's a wax
Just the
wax
fire
wax.
was not fun.
No.
either.
One Piece.
Is there anyone else who wishes to come and be able to meet to themselves?
No,
Are you sure, young lady?
absolutely.
As he stares at you from
No,
across
she's
the way,
still.
she starts turning into.
No, she's
a
gonna
woman.
run away. Nope.
No.
Okay.
She will wait at the next one.
All right. Anything else here you guys want to do?
Let's crack open
Ask
that
it.
chest.
I think we
Yes.
ask him if he's seen any
That's what I
writing
wanna do.
around
We
this
should do that.
thing.
You can ask him, and he says, "No, just my name."
I was
Mr.
gonna say,
Question
if we
mark.
find the one that he has a crush on, just ask for the key to the card.
We may talk later.
Okay. Come by anytime.
We're good to. Well, I'm good to walk on to the next thing.
Oh, while you were talking to him, he was imitating you, by the way.
That's it? You're just gonna roll and not say anything?
We're moving on.
We're moving on.
Moving on.
All right. I gotta make a note.
Can I see that chest?
I don't have it.
Yeah.
I walked away when I got my questions answered and noticed
Do you hear anything from inside?
similarities.
Do I hear anything from inside the chest if I shake it a little?
Said a little.
You see Mr. X pull out.
You know what? Just for funs and giggles, I'll say that you hear sensuous moaning coming from the chest.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Okay.
Break
now
it up, break it up.
Now I really want to see what's inside.
Alright, you can pick a lock, can't you?
Usually. Lock picking stuff.
Let's hit it.
Yes, some guidance.
Where do we go from? I don't know how far away we would have gone. Not.
Somewhere the next
Just
one.
behind the next tent so nobody's paying attention, hopefully.
On lock pick. Which one would I want to probably do with the sleight of hand?
Slide hand.
Don't forget your D4.
Well, I already got a 26.
Well,
Then
you
we
can
get
get more.
D4 just in case.
Pokey!
This is
So,
man's
2,
hard after
19
all.
plus 9, 28.
That's pretty dang good. It takes you a while. This one's a particularly difficult lock, but it's no match for your skills. And you open it up, and what you see is inscribed on the bottom of the chest is a phrase.
There it is.
Which number?
Quickest way to a man's heart is through his ribcage.
And it says number 5, lover of knowledge, power and treasure, all found in me, your dark prince of pleasure.
Be sure to get that one in the
Is there
description.
anything else in the chest?
Nope, that's it.
Just words on the bottom.
I think. Let me double check.
Hey, those were inscribed in the bottom of her heart.
Oh, just kidding. There actually is another thing. There is a mirror shaped like a heart and covered in fine artwork depicting demons participating in revels.
If I take that out of the chest,
No. Don't touch it.
Don't look at it.
You should look into the mirror and
No,
speak your
don't
name.
do that.
what if I just pick it up, turn it
Don't
into
do it.
someone else?
No,
Put
don't
it-
do that.
That would sound like that.
No.
Point it towards Martin, like, what's this?
All right. So you guys are moving on?
Well, what are you doing with the mirror? You gonna close it back up or what?
If I pick up the mirror, not necessarily look in it, but just if I pick it up and not look at the, because I'm assuming it's one side, reflective side, not both.
Mhm.
So I'm looking around the other parts, not the reflective end, because of that last mirror.
Yeah, each inch of it is covered in, like I said, depictions of
Debauchery.
debauchery and demonic revels.
Anyone want this?
I already have 3 big enough.
You have 3 mirrors of debauchery?
No, 3 different
They're
mirrors.
hard and soft.
Which mirrors? You have one that shows your homeland, one that can paralyze everyone that looks at it, and
I have the mirror that shows me anywhere. It doesn't have to be my home. It can be anywhere.
So I'll take the mirror and wrap it in cloth and just
And
put it in my backpack for now.
All right.
the other mirror that shows
wanna
me
hold on to
world
that
upside
chest.
down. And
Go for it.
Chest.
The chest.
Chest.
Unless I could go try to put it back, but that might be hard.
Yeah.
Or just put
Just
it back
saying.
on the stage.
Dropped it.
Oh, you dropped this. We found this outside.
Fell off the view. And really got nervous.
I would opt for just leaving it somewhere, maybe behind the stage. Just
Yes.
leave it.
No, I'm gonna keep it.
Okay, keep it. Moving on. High
Alright.
stakes. I've been looking forward to this one.
High striker.
You guys ready?
We've got 4 minutes
Yes.
till 9. Did you want to do it or do?
We can
Hold it till
introduce it. Matter of fact, I'm actually getting to introduce two things. You see, passing by the big top, heading for the high striker, you actually see that there is a dark-skinned elvish woman with a large glowing sword, pointing it at the big top tent, and raising the sword. You see actually bits of the tent start going up and essentially assembling itself, almost as if she's directing it with the sword. To the left, you see the high striker, which is your typical have a hammer hit the bell or type of device. But along with it, you see 3 very burly, muscular figures standing around and flexing.
Half naked.
Yeah, they don't have shirts on.
Okay, there we go.
Put a shirt on.
Matter of fact,
This is what I was hoping for.
Nobody
I'll-
wants
I'll
to see that. There's ladies present.
Well, the ladies want to see that.
You ladies, close your eyes.
one of them is an orc.
Oh, you can have that one.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
I has a shirt on. He's fine.
The other one is a humongous half giant. Like, this man almost looks like a giant. He took after his father. And the third is more normal in size, but still quite muscular and covered entirely in spikes of bone, protruding from the various parts of his body.
So sword lady erecting the tent and 3 muscle-bound dudes with
The one with the the sword is obviously Zode.
a what?
Zode.
Isolde?
Yeah.
Isolde. I don't know how to pronounce
I've always pronounced it as Zode.
that. Could be.
Maybe.
And these 3 muscly dudes are at the
High
like a
striker.
hammer game that you have to hit the thing to hit the bell.
Yep.
How much to try it?
That'll be 5 gold pieces. And not only that, so there's actually some stakes to it. If you are able to hit all the way to the top, ring the bell, then you'll have a chance to compete in a tug of war against us.
Done.
And if you win the tug of war, you get to win the ultimate prize. At which point the muscular orc goes behind the high striker, is what it's called, and pulls out a belt of...
Do we get to know what kind of belt it is?
What's the one you wanted, Cordell?
Storm giant strike?
It's a belt of hill giant strength, is what it is.
Okay. Still, nothing to sneeze at.
I would like to do it.
Me too.
All right. I'll say we have time for 2 goes before we end for the night.
If that's okay with everyone.
The half giant goes behind and drags out 2 hammers. One is really big and really heavy, and the other one's a little bit smaller and not quite as heavy. He says, "All right, which hammer would you like?"
She is going to use magical awareness just to see if either one of them are magical.
Nope, they're just hammers.
Okay. That's what I think. So yeah, I'll take the big one.
Okay. Roll a strength check to pick it up.
First, she will rage.
Hurr!
I'm gonna stand behind Boyshon and I'm gonna like slap her on the back.
She doesn't need
Got
As you
this.
slap, shadowy tendrils just burst out from around her.
the strong men are posing, and she's also flexing. It's like a meeting of flexing.
Yeah, so she now has shadowy tendrils all around her.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep slapping you to keep your rage up.
Okay. So she is.
Total Jim Bro moment.
All right, let's see.
I'm gonna look around the platform and stuff.
Oh, not
There's
great.
only
Not great.
writing.
So that would
That's
be
not-
15 if we're doing straight strength.
Just see if I notice anything with
If
like
you're doing athletics, and it's a
whatever this number is.
You are able to pick up the heavy hammer. Sorry, roll an investigation.
I rolled a 17 to do that. I didn't know what to add. Investigation plus 5 is 22.
You don't notice any writing, but you do go and start looking behind the device. At which point, the man with the bone spikes, he says, "Hey, get away from there! You're not allowed back here."
I'm gonna cast Bless on myself, Voyashama, and
I was going to do it too.
bless and guidance, or just bless.
is guidance concentration?
Guidance is concentration.
But it's only for a minute.
Bless is also concentration, so you don't be able to do one. I'll do Bless, you do guidance.
I can only do one person.
Bless is an ability.
Oh, wait a minute. Bless is only for attack rolls and saving throws.
Oh, yeah, so it doesn't open ability
Oh,
checks.
there.
The guidance does, I think.
I'll just use guidance on myself.
Okay. So
Strength check. Or if you want to roll an attack with a hammer, it's the same thing.
well, no, it's very different because
It's-
one is
it's
plus 7.
Whatever
the other
you
one
want to
is
do.
plus 3.
Either way, I'll say you can do it
Is
however
it better if
you
you're
want.
attacking it or if you're just trying to strengthen it?
Would you rather have
Yeah,
a
attack it.
strength check with advantage or a straight roll?
Oh, yeah.
However you want to do it.
You get
Advantage.
Strength check.
I'd rather have the advantage.
Is he guided?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, guidance on.
No, that's a 19, so that's 19 plus 3, so 22.
And you have a
And
D4.
if the guidance is in there, that would be 25.
You hit this thing really, really hard. And yeah, there's a little marker that goes, and so it goes from 1 to 100, and 100's where the bell. It goes, hits the 50 mark, and then the giant, half giant says, "Oh, good try. That was a really good
All
try.
right. You got
So
this.
close, so close."
Can I do a
If you roll anything,
check
but in
on
Act
the
20,
dude
we're all going to
standing
be very
behind?
disappointed.
See what he's
All
paying
right.
attention to.
Sure.
Like, is he standing on a pedal?
You're talking about
No, we can't. Never mind. Don't worry about it. That one ain't gonna give you nothing.
You kind of look around, and he's picking up a boulder and lifting it above his head.
I'm
So
going to
much
get
for
the
that
smaller
idea.
hammer.
They're doing great back
Okay.
there.
Okay, I'm actually going to give my attempt to my dear tiny friend here, Krishna, the very weak bunny. Do they do anything? They don't react at all?
You got this, bunny lady.
Do it! Do it!
Try to
Do
look
it!
back
Just
there.
kidding!
Yeah!
Okay.
I wanted to see if they were like hitting a switch on the bag to like increase the difficulty depending on the size of the contestant.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Well, I want to try to look behind again. See if the guy is.
Okay. Are you trying to be sneaky about it? Because you got
Yeah.
caught already the first time. So roll stealth on
Then
that.
I want to see if I can get around him. Good heavens. 16.
No, he sees you kind of starting to go turn the corner. And he says, "Hey, you're not supposed to be back here.
Can I ask what's back there?
This is where we keep our exercise equipment. Very dangerous. Not supposed to touch. Go back to the door."
I actually do want to try the big one.
What did you get?
To pick it up?
Did you roll to hit the thing?
No.
No.
Yeah, roll a strength check.
21.
Yeah, you're able to pick it up. It's
Okay.
really, really heavy.
Erheim, where should I hit it? Perfect. Am I guided?
Yes.
Okay.
I really distract the guy where I toss him or is that not gonna take his?
It could work.
I only got a 12.
You hit it not quite as hard.
I'm
and
counting
it
this as
goes
a win.
Hits the 30 mark and then goes down.
You know, I'm gonna put 5 more gold in. I'm gonna pull out a rope and I'm gonna strap the hammer to the end of my lance.
Okay.
No, my glaive.
Lord help me.
I'm gonna get on the pony and I'm gonna back up.
Roll another strength check with disadvantage because now it's like a lever.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna try with a sleight of hand to toss a gold coin off the guy away from the opening.
15.
See to distract him.
Yeah, you can throw a gold coin.
Would it be sleight of hand or would it be something else?
No, you just do it and then I'll see if he falls for it.
You did with the smaller.
Well,
I can't even lift the hammer.
It's the small.
That's a 15.
You throw the gold coin, but he's going to continue to chase you and say, "Hey, get out of here!" What did you get?
I got a 15 on the strength check to attach it to the hammer. Attach the glaive.
Yeah, no, here, it'll pick it up.
Okay, riding the pony.
Yeah.
Can I make an attack instead of a strength check?
Sure.
Okay, I'm just gonna use my glaive stats to hit.
Oh my
The
goodness.
little pedestal is smaller than the pony, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's smaller than my mount, granting me advantage. 22 to hit.
Yeah, you bring this thing down with a mighty slam, and the little lever shoots up, goes, hits the 50 mark, and it goes.
I'm telling you, it's the other hammer. Okay, I'll try one more for the other hammer. He's like, no one else is doing it, so I'm going to give it a shot.
Is there a different way around, or is it just the one way and trying to get around it?
Yeah, at this point, he's actively blocking you from going back.
Also, I'm wondering,
And
is there
he's spiky, so you don't want to bump into him.
All right, one more.
Do you have to use both hammers at the same time?
When you guys are done messing around, you can let the adults play.
I was waiting for you to do it as the supreme being.
Well,
Small hammer.
Okay. Okay, can attack.
Going to rage again. Oh, you know what my wild surge is. Let me roll. 5. That will give me. Oh, cool. All right. Nothing obvious happens.
Okay. That's encouraging.
Yes. 14.
Yeah, you hit it. It goes to like the 20 mark.
Okay, that doesn't seem to make a difference.
I'm gonna throw a javelin at the bell. Nat 20.
It's a perfect throw. It hits the bell and dings really loudly and then falls.
I'm satisfied.
Nat 20.
If only your strength was as good as your aim.
I'll give it a
I
try.
don't know if that's a
Oh,
compliment or an
no,
insult.
here it goes!
So first I have to roll to pick it up.
Are you using the big hammer? There's a big heavy one and then there's a medium one.
I'll use the medium one.
Okay. Yeah, no need.
Alright, so do I roll it as strength or an attack?
Either way,
So my hammer, it's a +8.
do it.
16 plus 8. What's that? 24.
Yeah, you hit it really, really hard. Like, I feel like you're gonna break this thing. The haft of the hammer bends as you bring it down. And yeah, you hit it, and the lever goes out to the 50 mark, and it goes.
This is
Hey,
rigged.
I'm gonna try it.
What about my
Yes!
+4?
Oh, you're
28.
28. Yeah, it hits really, really hard, and actually bounces off the 50 mark
They're cheating! They're cheating!
Cheaters!
No one's gonna be able to get through that.
Roll
Jerks.
a 26 perception on that one.
Yeah, the guy definitely doesn't want you back there.
No, I'm saying when he hits it for perception.
Yeah, it's quite obvious that it bounces off.
Come on, Vixar.
Well, now that we know that he's
Yeah,
cheating,
you might as well not spend the 5 gold.
no. I am gonna read into his mind and say and try and intimidate him with my intimidating skills of intimidation.
You know,
Tentacles in beard.
it is 9/11. Let's start with that. With you trying to invade his mind. Which one, by the way? Is it the spiky man, the half giant, or the handsome orc?
You can't do all of them at the same time.
One right after the other.
Oh, well, one
The
is
spiky guy. Let me handle the handsome work guy.
Okay, and that's where we'll end for the night.
Somebody's still starved.